All right, hey there. Okay, so welcome back to second week of playing the Maghargma Ogres. I went through, rewatched the first stream, gonna try and improve every time, so definitely noticed a couple things. First off, I say a lot as a filler word. Gonna try and avoid that as much as I can this time around. Hopefully that makes for a bit of a better watching experience. Second thing was that it seemed like the scene transition that I had set up does not really have a lot of control over how loud it is. So it was very loud. I apologize if there was anyone who watched that and had their eardrums get blasted. That was definitely unintentional. So let's hop into it. Recapping a little bit from where we came from, where we're at now. So we started as the Maghargma Ogres here in 1444. So it's been about 20-ish years, 25 years or so. And we had a number of vassals and tributaries underneath us, usually these other ogre clans here. We expanded eastward and tributized a lot of the centaur clans that were in the area. As part of that process in our mission tree, we transitioned them into. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on the name. What are they called? Ithagamre, which again I'm going to screw up every single time. So these Ithagamre are specialized subjects. Basically, the way that they work is that when they're calculating their power versus the overlord, they only look at themselves. They don't look at other vassals that you have. So this allows you to keep them under control a bit easier. Luckily for us, we were able to push east quite a bit. We managed to capture quite a bit of land between us and our vassals. It causes them to transfer some of the land that is outside of their regions to us, which is why we have this line of provinces here and a couple things here. And do we own this? We do own this. So there's kind of a smattering of land that we control. Oh, and these territories there on the coast. So, what is the plan this time around? I guess the other thing that we did was we use the Mayan religion mechanics. So we have to deal with doom in the base game. In this game, it's been changed to something called hunger. We actually managed to completely reform, so we are no longer affected by that, which is great. This has great benefits to us now that we no longer have to deal with the downside of constantly needing to be at war. So that should make that a little bit smoother. Let's look at the diplomacy screen here. So for us, you can see these big tribes here are all the Ithimray. Even with that, they are a little disloyal, especially the larger, stronger ones. I think, what are we dealing with here? So they have quite a lot of development. They have nobility integration. That is correct. So one of the things that we were doing was a number of these vassals that we have, we were looking to try and integrate to reduce the number of random vassals. But as the downside of that is that we have that nobility integration policy on, which means that everyone's a little upset. So we're going to probably be dealing quite a bit with that. We also, I don't know how much of an army we have. Okay, we left off over here fighting the Lake Federation. That's right. So I think the goal that we have now, so let's take a look through our mission tree real quick. So we need to, that's right. This is why we were doing some of these integrations here. So we need to be in a spot where we have a anything that isn't anything that is an ogre, we have to have low liberty desire and improved relations with. Right now, because none of these nations are Ithimray to us, they do actually look at all of these centaur tribes as relative power, which is going to make the liberty desire kind of challenging to meet. So this is part of why we're integrating some of our vassals. Hopefully that will make us stronger and the number of vassals we have smaller and weaker. The other part there is that we do need to have an army larger than the 24,000, which we are close to, but not at yet. So that's definitely step one. Step two, we need to do some development and construction. Basically, we are going to be reforging these links between some of these provinces here. which should get us. Oh, colonists will be useful, as well as some trade power, because we get a center of trade there. That'll hopefully. I assume we're supposed to expand sort of into this empty area up there, and I think we can take a look here. And okay, the other thing that we're going to be doing is pushing east up this way. So finishing off the rest of the Centaur tribes, probably, and getting them underneath us. This one I'm going to struggle with. I feel like diplomatic relation of at least 5 is a lot. That might need to wait. I think we're still trending towards 0. 0 if we had no overextension, which that's getting finished off. So that one's going to be tricky. That one's going to take some ideas, probably. That might need to wait until after we demonstrize at Tech 7, because that'll bump us up a bit there. Otherwise, let's see. What else were we looking at? The last one was the... Yeah, I think it's just the Great Storm, and then the rest of those we will deal with in time. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I think we are truced with these guys for some amount of time. 1471. Okay, so we've got a year on the truce there with Great Storm. We are... Okay, so Moontracker is an Ithing Ray of us. That's good, so we'll probably hand off quite a bit of that land to them. I think last time we ended with a coalition against us, or at least the threatening of one. It looks like that mostly got lost and dropped out there. Cool. So, what are we looking to do here? Oh, let's apologize if you hear dog barking in the background. We probably want to continue integration. I will be right back and check to see if there's something that's been delivered. Nope, that was a false alarm. As usual, the dog is just barking at nothing. Oh. Okay, before we really get going here, let me once again, it looks like the audio mixer, again, does not have the game in here, so let me go ahead and get that added in so that it is correctly pulling in the sound. At some point, I just need to go through and fix this. Elgato lost a lot of my settings, which is frustrating, and I'm hoping that I can get some time to resolve that this week. Let's pop that open. All right, let's get this linked in here. And, we would like to have game audio, please. Let's get this. Properties. Device. There we go. Okay. All right. So that should be coming through now. Cool. All right, so what we're looking to continue to do, so we have our 3 diplomats are all ready, so we had integrated. I think we want to probably continue integrating. Are we improving? Okay, we are targeting improvements with this person to get to the point where we can integrate. Improved relations is 27, so when that hits 190, we'll transition that over to annexing, so that should be fine. Then for these other folks, they are... I wish I could sort by the type of... Subject type. There we go. I don't... Oh, interesting. That's unfortunate. So it looks like I was hoping that this would be coordinated just so the tributary states would be sort of at the bottom there. That doesn't look like how that gets organized. Let me mute my chats there so I stop getting dinged. I apologize if that came through. At least it wasn't Discord. I feel like whenever I hear someone streaming and Discord goes off, I freak out. Okay. So, looking at these guys, the ones that are okay are all of the northern tribes. Looks like Serpent Shadow's fine, and Moon Tracker's okay. They're about to probably get a lot of land from us. Warsight is not. They mostly coming from development. And Silence Breaker is... some of it's coming from tech. And then Nobility Integration. So... I think, let's see, where are we at with the ideas? We haven't gotten any yet, so I think we want to push towards getting the idea in place so that we can actually get influence to keep loyalty here. Let's go ahead and unpause. I don't think we've got much that we need to deal with immediately. Marshal these armies down here. We've got these 3 more over there. And we've got Separatists rising up, so actually let's get these guys that way. So what is our army looking like? So our army, we've got... okay, no one that we need to worry about. I think we have a lot of mercs. We definitely struggle a bit with manpower. Again, our Ogre military... yeah, manpower recovery speed minus 15%, and... land force limit minus 20 are both pretty tough to make it so that we can actually field an army, but it does look like we've got, what's happening there, 13 more. I guess for right now we're not at war. Let's not go ahead and spend anything on that. Let's make sure that we're back up to normal, and then we can reassess that. I think our generals, if I remember correctly, were not great. Yeah, we've got a 2113 and a 2422. I guess those are okay. Our army tradition is garbage. We don't have fully maintained forts. Can we afford more forts? Sort of. We can kind of afford forts. I don't really want to put them in... I guess we should put a fort in our capital at least. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's take a look. Building-wise, we can only really get temples. They're a little expensive. I believe this is from us having Ogre traditions. We have more expensive buildings, or do we have... oh no, we got 10% inflation. That's right. Okay, because we were taking money from all the folks that we've been fighting, our base income was so low, we definitely spiked our own inflation. So we don't want to buy that down because we want to get the next admin group, but let's try and find... I don't really want to spend money on an inflation advisor, but it might not be a bad idea. Let's go ahead and summon the diet. Maybe we can get one this way. Okay, so they're going to give us... they want inflation less than 5%. Should give us increased trade efficiency, which I don't think we care about. Our trade is quite poor. Prestige isn't bad because we're going to probably have to buy down loyalty for some of our subjects. So that might not be a bad call. And autonomy change is probably pretty good. Yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do restore currency. I think that should be okay. I think we can seize. That'll be fine. And oh man, I didn't want to buy down, but I guess we're gonna bite the bullet there. I guess it is worth it. Let's go ahead and see if we can find someone else. I don't really want to pay for don't want to fire a +2 person. That's very annoying. Okay, so with the tech up there and tech up in military, we should be stronger than our vassals, which should drop this quite a bit, hopefully. We can make states. Let's go ahead and state everything. I think we've got plenty of governing capacity. We do. So that'll be fine. I don't think we want to bother coring things right now. Don't think we really benefit from that much. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the only thing that we would really get out of it is the ability to culture, or excuse me, not culture convert, but to do religious work, to convert them. That's might be worth it, at least right now. I don't know how much it is. How's this going? This is Colonial Core. Oh boy. You really... this is where autonomous missionaries falls apart a little bit, in my opinion, is that they just will work on stuff for ages that are inefficient. So, I guess we will core stuff here. Harpies. Okay, we would lose our military advisor, potentially lose mill power, lose prestige. We don't really want to deal with that. How many harpies do we have? Do we really care about tolerance for them? 0.3%. We don't really care about tolerance. Did we lose him? We didn't lose him. I don't know if it would have mattered too much there. Take that. Okay. So we're not going to take Tech 5. We're probably going to dev push Renaissance. How is it looking here? Forget where we left it at. It's at 0. Huh. That's a bummer. Do we have it anywhere? We don't have Renaissance anywhere. Is it anywhere nearby that we can maybe capture? It is not. Okay, so we're definitely going to have to dev push Renaissance, which is annoying. Let's take a look at our dev map mode. What do we have as far as... Okay, it looks like 45 might be the cheapest. So it is these guys in here, I think. So, we're going to dev push Renaissance. This one can't be dev push with mill, not very easily, because it's 115. Of the two, I'd rather dev push copper, I guess. That is the more worthwhile trade good. Okay, let me think about that. We are... Maybe we dev push it now. Let's core all those, and I think we probably bite the bullet and start dev pushing. I know there is a calculator for this stuff, but at the end of the day, if it's 1 or 2 more clicks, I don't think it really matters. Is there anyone for these guys that we are going to be integrating that we care about that might be a little cheaper? 45. I guess you could put the edict on those and make them a little bit less expensive, but yeah, I don't think it matters too much. And we probably want it to get to our capital quickly. It's gonna get in our capital pretty fast. Can we upgrade this? That just makes local dev cheaper. We probably do not want that. Oh, that's quite expensive. Yeah, okay. I think let's dev push in the copper here. I don't think it's the best place, but it's better than nothing. And we definitely need the money. So, okay, we're down to 2 people who are disloyal. I think they are trending lower. Interesting. Okay, so their Warsight will definitely not help us in this war then. But if they're doing that, maybe we placate so that they're fine, and I think we just go to war with these guys immediately. And it doesn't look like we have... the ability to do the Monstrous Conquest CB, which is unfortunate. That probably would have been better. I think we just do normal conquest. I guess we don't really care about aggressive expansion. At this point, there's only a handful of countries that even would care. So I think we just do a standard conquest Casus Belli and pull the trigger on that. Let's go ahead and scootage the person who we're going to be integrating. Which one is this? This is Volkajul. So we will scootage you. In fact, let's just scootage both of them. They're 3 troops won't be the difference makers, I hope. And as far as tech goes, they're at tech 3 on mill. I think we're at 5. We're at 5. So this one should hopefully be pretty easy. I know I've said that before and then got stomped, because I always find it a little hard to judge the strength of hordes sometimes with the bonus combat they have in planes. Let's go ahead and divert, fight those guys, and then we'll be in position. We... 20% fort defense. Fort defense doesn't really do much for us, which is unfortunate. 50% cheaper advisor, though. What are we paying now? It's 1.22, and our standard be a 2.4 approximately. Is an extra $1 worth it to get an extra mill point? I think probably. So let's get them in. I don't think we lose anything that we care about from our force. We don't. Okay, so we'll do this war. Let's go ahead and kick that off. And I don't think it really cares, but let's do it for something that we think we can take pretty easily. Do it there. Looks like we lost our leader. Give our air command. Our air is not bad. It's a +1 air. So maybe we don't do that. Let's go ahead and stick with the regular general. 2-4-2-2. Okay, well, at least they're consistent, I suppose. So we can keep that the same. Okay, so this looks like their whole army going down that way. I think we probably want to... I don't know if we want to avoid them or if we want to just fight them. I think we want to engage with them once. We'll take their territory, we'll wipe them, and then we'll just let our swarm of vassals go ahead and capture everything. It looks like they are unwilling to fight us, or that at least they're trying to avoid us. Okay, well, that is unfortunate. I don't really want to deal with those guys right now. Okay, looks like we took that. I think we just avoid them. I think we continue to capture. Let's go ahead and unattach and just let folks siege. I think this is probably the wrong army to be doing this siege. We want our mercs to be doing that. We don't want to lose a bunch of people on that. Where... Okay, come on, guys. Let's get off this siege. We can actually send them to maybe go fight those rebels. And there's their army coming back. Okay, so what were they doing? Did they go and try and wipe things, or were they just trying to decap behind us? Nope, they are fighting. Man, sometimes. Okay, I think we just chase them down with the support from our allies. Unfortunately, I did not realize this until I was looking at the stats. It looks like we, as ogres, have slower move speed, and the centaurs have faster move speed, so catching them is very hard, so I'm glad that we have allies able to help us. It looks like they actually just took care of our rebels as well, so that's good. Are we... Okay, it looks like Warsight dropped back down. Their relative power is quite strong. I think we probably just train another 10 troops or so. Let's do that, and I think that that'll make a pretty big difference. At this point, I don't believe that they have an army left. Let's go ahead and we can look here. They've got 8,000 troops. That might just be their vassal, whoever it is. Oh, once again, let me pause. I believe that there actually was a delivery this time, which is why he's barking again. So... Okay. So, let's get back to it, unpause. We can unattach, let them just run around and siege stuff. I think that'll be fine. Oh, does that just lose inflation, so that's convenient. Okay, we'll still need to buy it down, so let's go ahead and do that. Because I'm not taking any of the territory in this war, so I don't need the admin for that. Let's see, what are we looking for? Okay, we just lose 50 admin. Cost is more expensive. Cost is more expensive, but we get prestige and legitimacy. That's not bad. This is nothing. So, that's a good question. I'm not sure. Would I pay 10% more construction for 10 years? So, as far as buildings go, the only thing we can make is temples still. We are going to be on temples for a while because it's not until admin 6, I believe, that we get anything else. So, I think we're fine with this. I would gladly take the prestige growth. So, what's our yearly prestige now? 224. Okay. Yeah. Yep, at this point we're just sort of cleaning up. I think what we want to do is transition these to Moon Tracker. So, let me double check our mission tree real quick. Okay. Provinces of the East Plains are owned by us or non-tributary. And we need a subject country whose capital province is in the East Plains region. Huh, where is Moon Trackers? I thought that theirs was in the East Plain region. It is. Why is this not? Oh, we need improved relations modifier. Okay, so let's go ahead and improve relations with these guys. We can bring that person back, we'll improve relations there, and then we can actually start the annexation of these guys. I think we need... wait for that person to come back. Okay. Alright, so we should be able to do that once that gets... let's just go ahead and play it. We'll let these guys siege it out. Set those guys to auto-siege, that's fine. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we are going to... let's send these guys down to fight these rebels and take back this territory, because we need them dealt with to be able to transition this stuff over to Moon Tracker. I mean, those are the people we're... yeah, I don't care. I'll take the plus 60. That's convenient. Okay, got this group. Let's see, what's our relative power looking like now? It's not too bad. Nobility integration policy is putting us over. Payoff debt is 120. That didn't really do as much as I was hoping. So let's go ahead and move... do I want to move all of this over to Moon Tracker? Moon Tracker's dev is currently at 44. The other one I could transition to is Silence Breaker. They are at 116. So this is 20. My lord, that is a large dev province. Okay, so that alone bumps them up quite a bit. The rest of these, I think, are probably pretty slim. 13 is actually pretty sizable. 22. Wow, there's actually quite a lot of high dev provinces here. Okay, 22, 13, 25. Like, these, like, 3 alone. What is that? Like 60? 60 devs, so that would put them comparable. So maybe we do something like this to Moon Tracker, with the expectation that they're the only ones who will go up north from now on. I don't really want them to have separated territories, but I guess that's fine. We'll give these guys to Silence Breaker, and everything north of here, I guess, can be Moon Tracker. So if we go to these guys and we say, hey, let's make a peace, how much do we get out of it? Okay, we can get up to there. Don't really care about the coalition. This puts us at... doesn't look like there's... costs us 40. I suppose it's because we're taking territory that they don't necessarily have a claim to. I don't think we're getting anything, right? We are not getting anything. There's no overextension there. I guess let's wait for that combat to be over, and I think that probably will help. Okay, 124. This should be fine, I think. Let's go ahead and send that. Okay. So now, I think all we'll need is... Oh, we have to take out Golden Tremor. That's right. I forgot they had one territory left. What does this look like as far as truce? 1484. Okay, so that's going to be a long one that we're waiting on. That is unfortunate. This one needs... that needs a Diplo rep. That's annoying. This needs weapons manufacturing. Okay, well, that's not for a while, so let's go ahead and move the troops back. Yeah, we don't need to do autonomous sieging anymore. Okay. So we're integrating those guys. Liberty Desire less than 25. We've got an army greater than 24,000 now. We need improved relations and good Liberty Desire. Okay, 1313. This one is tributary, 00. Okay. I'm hoping once we integrate these guys that this one will drop down, because they shouldn't care, but also we're going to just integrate them as well, actually. In fact, can we wait for this person to return? That's fine. Don't really care about that. I believe in allies' ability to take care of things. Let's go ahead and... Where did the army go? Where are you at, guys? Let's redirect those guys there, deal with those rebels. Okay, understandably there's a lot of unrest going on. That's fine. Okay. I think goods produced is fine. Again, I think our trade is pretty bad. Like, we own a lot of this node, but it doesn't really make that much money. Chance of new air. Yeah, that's fine. It's not... No harm, no foul, I guess. This is not owned by us. Who is this? That is one of the Lake Fed. Okay. Alright, so they're still at 67, which I guess is fine. I don't think anyone is going to support their independence, so they're just going to be difficult for a while. Let's go ahead and dev push. Continue to dev push. So that's 336, so we want to spend mill first, I suppose. 40... 24. Expand infra. Okay. And then we will push with that. Oh, I need to... Oh, I did drop inflation. Did I get the... I did. Okay. So we can summon Diet again. We can seize again. I think seizing is good. Temple... Don't really want to take more vassals. Although, interestingly, I forgot that the Ithimray do not count against our Diplo rep. Or Diplo relations. So the fact that we have 9 open slots, and we're actually going to free up at least one because we're integrating. That's something that we can deal with. I don't think we would have a good chance at keeping people loyal, unfortunately, because we are still monstrous. I think the only people we can really take on is the Lake Fed here. So maybe we don't do that. I don't really want to do dev in a different province. We can fire a treasure and get a court mage. I think court mage is already on the list. Oh man, none of these are great. I guess we can do the province, or getting a temple. Let's go ahead and take a look at where they want that. Okay, so they want the temple where we're already dev pushing. That's fine. That's worth it. Okay, that'll be good. That'll be good. So, is there something else that we want to have in here? So, at this point, we could give up the crown land to get the boost for monthly power. I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that. Our stab is, I think it's 0 currently. It's at 0. I don't really want to make it more expensive right now. We can bring in the Unity of Faith to make this stronger. That's probably a good call. Let's go ahead and do that. That will make that quite a bit easier. We already have religious culture set up. Okay. Yeah, national tax is fine, but not great. Knowledge sharing, yeah, that's fine. We'll take it. They're still 65%. Let's just unpause. Let it run a bit. Let's see. We should probably start improving with these folks. Improve. When that gets up to 190, we can also start annexing them. Is there anywhere else that makes sense to throw a temple into? Oh, no. I hate how this shows it as a building. It's like, you still can't construct it. Like, why is this... Yeah. It seems so bizarre to me. That one's probably worthwhile. Is there any... Again, I guess you can't build any of these until Tech 6. Yeah. It's frustrating. Where are we at as far as this goes? Okay, we are 61% there. I think we just continue to pump it up. We need one more click and then we can expand again. That's fine. Let's do a dev click so we can actually do the... Never mind. Expanded infrastructure was already at 30. I'm going to pretend like I saw that. Okay. And once this is done, then we will... I guess set it up to do increased spread. Because we will need this for any tech moving forward. I guess we have the money. We can do that. What are our estate relations looking like? You know, I guess we could. Is it worth doing... Okay, Feast gets us one more Diplo rep. That would make integration faster. But it only... I mean, it's 10 years. These guys are almost done, though. I guess it probably... maybe it would have been worth doing beforehand. It's not worth doing at this point. Let's go ahead and annex these guys. This will take like a year. So that's not too bad. We're just going to have no dip to spend on anything else. I'll be honest, in an ideal world, we probably wanted to dev push Renaissance and then integrate these guys so that we could actually buy it cheaper, but oh well. Just trying to get us through a tree, see what we can do there. Okay, so we can make those states. Great. They're already at 31%. That's fine. What's our... We are not over on our military limit. That's good. And as far as how did this look for our... Liberty Desire up 25% for all of those. I think they should all be pretty close. Soundsbreaker is a bit again above 50%. God, they're just annoying. Yeah, everyone else is fine. It's just these, you know, big tribes that we've taken. So I think we just need to work on the improved relation. So let's go ahead and make sure we're improving with the tribes that we care about to get that mission done. Hey, free stab, I'll take it. Unfortunately, we didn't have the admin power to bump stab before taking that, but that's okay. What are we at now with this? We are at 93%. 98.4. Yep. We'll need one more click in there. Okay, so these guys, they are at Monstrous, Decadent Kingdom, Improved Relations at 41, so let's go ahead and improve relations there. And they are Improved Relations 10, so Improved Relations there. Government reform. Okay, so our starting reform. 3 unrest. Great. Morale of armies and fort defense, okay. Institution spread is garbage, which is gonna bite us right now. Maximum absolutism does not matter currently, so oh well. Okay, so we have the standard strengthen privileges, curtail privileges, noble rights, compromise. Cavalry cost is obviously not something we'll ever take. Lower prestige decay, mage influence is something. Okay, so we've got some specialty ones. So, calling in warlords. So increased yearly army tradition is potentially useful. So this is basically half of what we would get out of having a full fort stack, which is something. I forget what that would cause it to trend to. So right now, if we were to have fully maintained forts, I think we probably trend to like 30-ish, which is okay. If we had that additional 0.5, maybe it'd be... Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem hugely worthwhile. Power of the Shamans. Visor cost goes down. Reform progress growth goes up. I like that a lot. I feel like because we were starting as primitives and we didn't have the ability to do any reforms, we are probably pretty far behind. I mean, we're already, what is that, 30-ish years into the game, and we're getting our very first one. So I think I will take, actually, that progress growth. The other one that I would think would potentially be good is that manpower modifier to try and offset, which maybe we'll change to later, but at least for now, I think that's okay. Then, man. Again, I was really hoping for... I guess our inflation's not that bad, so we don't need an inflation advisor. I don't want to spend all of the money and have absolutely nothing left, so I don't really want to pay for a +2, so I guess we'll have the +1 for now. That's fine. Shamans are now pretty influential because of that, though. So... yeah. Okay. Might be tricky to revoke stuff from them later. But I think if we're at +1, I'm fine with just turning on all of the... Do we want nobility and officer corps? Tradition decay is not bad. What is it at now? The decay each year is... okay, 5%. So that gets rid of 10% of the decay, which... yeah, that's maybe worthwhile if there's not anything else that would be worth turning on. But I think I prefer to have the cheaper advisors. And is there anything else? I really don't like command of the military because this makes it very, very hard to revoke anything. Like, adding 30 to their influence would push them over the edge. So that one is not one that I would tend to do. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think we stick with nobility and officer corps. Merchant guilds. Again, I think we can make their advisors cheaper. And I think that might be... the only thing we want right now. Again, our trade is just god-awful, so I don't feel like we really benefit from any of those. And there's very, very little you can actually even give to the mages, I feel like. I don't want to tank our Diplo rep, it's already bad, so I think we just leave them as is for now. And when we get a colonist, I think we'll be able to add the things that improve the colonization aspect. Let's unmothball this. And actually, now that that's unmothballed, because I think if they're mothballed, they give half strength, right? Yeah, so it's 0.85 for forts. So I think we need one more, but I don't really want to deal with that right now. What is Skullmasher at? They're at 10%. We need them to be below 25. That is unfortunate. Especially since I think that... is that... okay, maybe we don't really care about this territory. Yeah, I'm fine giving that up, because I think we will get a chance to integrate all these guys once this happens. So, let's let it run, get those to plus 50, and then we can move those guys around a bit. And as soon as we annex this guy, we'll actually have all this connected, which will be cool. As far as wars go, let's see. So this one was not for sometimes 84. Great Storm is going to be in the same boat. 90. Yeah, they're a ways out. I think we're kind of at the consolidation phase for now. Do we have anyone who we can... Okay, after... So let's take a look at what we're doing after this. So improve rep with these guys. Cool. Liberty Desire 25 or less. I think that's should be okay across the board. That's fine. And then this one we will need to own. This needs workshops, so that one we can't do. This one we need to own all of that territory with low unrest. So I guess we just hang out and wait. That's not our rebel groups. Let's deal with that. Okay, okay. Did that actually impact us? Hold on. Huh. That's unfortunate. I did not realize that because it expires as soon as you don't have someone you can integrate, it expires and then gives you the Diplo penalty. That is annoying. That probably means that we've got more folks that, well, I guess didn't change much, but that does mean we're definitely not getting above 5 Diplo rep anytime soon, which is gross. So, let's see. What does our trade income even look like? Trade is 6.92, which is actually higher than I would have thought, if I'm going to be honest. I guess we maybe are feeding a bit more than I would have expected out of this. I don't think we're transferring trade power from anyone, right? We are not. I wonder if we were, would we get anything for it? Let's go ahead and enable divert trade for some of these guys. Oh no, we don't want to do those because we need them below 25. So we'll just do it for these guys for now, I suppose, and see if that makes any difference. We 0.381. I guess we can run a deficit for a little bit here. What do we have? Fort maintenance. Yeah, our visors are still kind of expensive. So let's go ahead. We'll just stick with Diplo rep for now. 60. Oh boy. Okay. 10 years of monthly autonomy change. I think we actually have Lawgiver, which means this just kind of cancels that out. That's fine. Okay, let's take a look. Who do we need 50 with? So we need 50 with Skullnasher and Raimgrot. Skullnasher has none. Okay, let's improve there. I think we can leave that and improve relations there. Okay, skill 2, 50% advisor, I will definitely upgrade to. Let's go ahead and put them in power. That sounds good. So I know we are definitely behind on that. Okay, we can do one more dev click. Have that finally. We can do institution spread because we'll absolutely need that. Let's go ahead and enable that fort. Let's double check and make sure we're not over on limit. Force limit, we are not, so we're good there. We are able to embrace. I think we probably want it to wait to spread to our capital before we embrace. 1484, so it's 4 years. How far are we from getting any of the techs? We're pretty far, so embracing should be okay. It'll make things quite a bit cheaper. Let's go ahead and state these. Don't really care about casting spells right now. I guess we can increase the center of trade there. We do have the money to do it. I don't think we have any places where we want temples anymore. Nope, not really. Okay, how is this looking? It's still Skullnasher and the other one. Improved relations at 41, improved relations of 24, so this one will be the last one in the chain there. And I think we'll just continue to let it run. I mean, we did a lot of combat the first time around, so now we're at the development stage. Letting it build back up while we wait for cooldowns on wars. $1481. These guys were $1484. So you've got about a 3-year time period. These guys were $1490. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. That was a good leader. Okay, so we're now at 532, which is still okay. Okay, just let it run here. We can do this. Do we want to fire our stab cost for all power costs? I think that's probably fine, actually. We do not want to do dev. We need to do tech. Culture conversion is not something that we want to spend points on. So I think we just kick this person out. That's fine. And then we get the all power costs in there. I think that'll be useful anyways if we're going to push tech. That, you know, still saves us some credits there. How are these looking? This is at 40, oh no, 46, 48. Hopefully next month. Or not. Alright, who do we still have? It's still them. At least 50. Is this not 50? It's 48. Okay, one more month. 50, there we go. Alright, so let's see what happens here. Okay, so user campaigns have lured all of these great clans into a false sense of security. Okay, so past few months, the army visited each clan's capital, turn, invited them all to the feast, and basically gave them the option to surrender or be eaten. That sounds about right. Alright, so we get 30 days, and then another event will happen. So let's go ahead, and I'm gonna just prepare for fighting them if we need to do that, because they don't have great armies. Okay. So, okay, no issues with the first person. Next to arrive was... So, again, this is something where, story-wise, it makes sense, right? Like, we're talking about these people who we have that we are effectively the leader of. The thing is that I've already integrated them, right? So it doesn't quite make sense for these to... those to matter, which means that... Okay, so... Okay, well, that is frustrating. If I knew this was going to happen, I wouldn't have integrated them already. That's frustrating. But I guess basically what I did then was, instead of saving Diplo power, because I assume that this would have integrated them, what this did was make it so we would have needed to spend prestige to get them to the point where they were under that 25% barrier. So we just transitioned prestige for Diplo power, which isn't a great exchange, but oh well. I don't know what I could have done there without knowing the mission tree ahead of time, which is annoying. So I'm going to pull these people back, probably send them out to all of the big tribes. Let's make sure that we've got the improved rep as much as we can. Okay, so we can make them vassals, or we can increase... give them big opinion bump and decrease their liberty desire to nothing. That is interesting. That also doesn't, because that's just these three? What about these ones? Okay, so I'm going to make them vassals. That's fine. We have the Diplo rep for it. But you're telling me that those 3 up there are... Huh. I guess I'm going to cancel tributary status on all 3 of those. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Okay, so these guys are a vassal. Oh, that's confusing. So these guys are a tributary. These guys are Ithimray. Oh no, really? Is there anything... I don't think I can annex them, can I? I can. Wait, does that mean I can annex these guys? Oh. Huh. Okay, this does not work the way I thought it did. I, for some reason, thought that these special vassals, the Ithimray, were built that way specifically so you couldn't then integrate them. But it looks like they are basically just vassals that don't take up a slot, and they have that added benefit that they don't look at other folks' power to calculate the relative power. That's very interesting. So, So I guess we are going to annex this person, which is interesting. I thought they would need to have been at 190, right? That is one of the requirements, isn't it? Well, if those guys are able to be integrated, then that's... Why did we lose strong duchies? I mean, I guess I'm going to turn that back on, and I'm going to turn the nobility integration policy back on. And now let's go ahead and annex, and these guys, I guess I need to cancel tributary status. And I guess offer vassalization? So if they're my vassal... Because what is this? One more time. All provinces must be owned by us with low unrest. Wild Clan Province Group. Okay, so I do need to capture that. So, That's weird. How long is the truce with them? 1487. So it's a 5-year truce. I'll be honest, that's a little inconvenient. So it's a 5-year truce, or it would be 10 years, right, of them being our vassal before we could pull them in. We've got plenty of slots for it, so that's not a concern, but yeah, 10 years. So we would be locked out of this part of the tree for 10 years. Do we care? This one needs Marketplace Workshop, so we need to be Tech 6 for that. This one needs us to be able to do this, which would be Tech 6. Okay, I guess we don't care. Let's go ahead and accept the alliance, and then we'll bump them up. Let's go ahead and transfer trade. We'll improve relations with them. Royal marriage. Share. That's fine. Yep. Improve relations. Improve relations is already at 100. Oh, interesting. Okay. So they're mad that we're not tributary anymore. Huh. 125. So we could send gift for 25. We could great. We are great power, right? We should be. Yeah. So great power influence for 25. That puts them at 175. We can. Let's see. We would get 10 more from offer access to land, right? Offer military access. Yep. We could... Huh. Do I care about that? I don't really care about having national unrest of 2. I guess it would stop some of those. We can... What can we do here? Bump them up a little more. We've got... Unfortunately, the only reason it's this high is because of that ease tension modifier. And that's going down basically as quickly as the abandoned tributary goes up. So it'd only be 0.2 per year if I stick someone on it to permanently do improved relations. 0.2 a year. Let's see, what's the gap that we're missing? So we'd be at 185, so it'd be 5 points off. So it'd be, oh my god, 0.2 a year to get to 5. It'd be 25 years, right? Because 5 years would be 1 point. Okay. That suddenly got a lot less easy to get to the vassalization point, because we're now talking about a 35-year gap. So, is there anything else that we can bump here? If we can't do that, maybe we break this alliance. Is there anything that gives us 10 more? Or, no, 5. 5 in opinion. God, it's so small, but it's the gap between being able to do anything and to not. I don't think trust can improve this, right? I don't think so. Yeah, I think we just have to bite the bullet and get rid of them. Well, that's dumb. That's very, very dumb. Oh, we can declare a guarantee. Thank you. Yes, that is the other 10 I was missing. So we should be able to proclaim guarantee. That bumps them up by 10. Now we can send gift. Okay, now we can great power influence. Influence. Confirm. Yes, okay. Cool. I always forget guaranteeing is a free 10. Okay, offer vassalization. Great. Alright, so now we don't have to worry about them anymore. So at some point we will actually, we're going to be integrating those guys as well. Let's go ahead and, yep. That's a state now. 334, man, that's fine, I suppose. It's still +1 leader. Not gonna look a gift horse at the mouth there. Okay, so let's go ahead and put those folks back on own subject countries. Great, integrated there. Are we still under? We are. Okay. And I think we should be good. So now we're at the spot where we're waiting for this guy to be able to be integrated, so that's on a 10-year cooldown. 1484 was when we can fight this guy, so let's go ahead and march that way, which should unlock the next part of the tree here. Otherwise, we're looking at tech. We are capped on manpower, so let's go ahead and max out our force limit here. We can... Okay. 31, 20. Okay, so it's not spreading very quickly anywhere else. Again, I probably should have embraced before I annexed all those guys. Now it's a whole bunch more territory. That's frustrating. Let's go ahead and embrace before I do anything else that's stupid. So that should make these quite a bit cheaper, hopefully. Mages are loyal. Okay. Yeah, minor prestige drop is fine. Okay, so I think we seize. That will drop the mages out of loyalty, which will make it cheaper to tech. So let's go ahead and do that. Seize land. Go back to the tech page. These should hopefully... Yep, let's drop that. Ogre administration is still costing us, which is frustrating. I don't think there's anything we can do there. Are we really going to take a loan for 2 ducats? God, that's dumb. Let's go ahead and go to the merchants then. And take the indebted. Okay. We still don't have anything to really get out of that. These guys... If we did one placate click, we get them to 49, and they're loyal. Do we care? We probably want their money. That's a good bit of money. So I think we actually placate them twice to keep them loyal for a good chunk of time. So that's a noticeable income difference here. Okay, Golden Tremor expired. They aren't allied to anybody. I think we immediately just go in on them. Show superiority, declare war, march on in. And we're just going to let allies take the brunt of the war here. Cool. Now we need to probably line up to go after Great Tremor. When we seize that, what are we looking to do here? So this one will be the Order of the Steps. So that is just that. Oh, really? These are in the step? Huh. Oh my god. Okay. So we have to fight those guys? Except I just tributize them. Man. Sometimes I kind of wish I was playing a nation that I could just go to war and then just take it. Not need to worry about this. I really hate tributaries sometimes in this game. They seem to just screw everything up. Okay, so those 3 territories that are owned by Borovacoila are in the East Forbidden Plains. Unfortunately, they are a tributary subject of ours. So I think we go to them. Let's demand artifacts, demand tribute, and then I think we just cancel our tributary status with them. Okay. What a dumb... Go ahead and boost that so we're still at +1. Okay. I think I kind of want to take this myself, but I want to tech. Yeah, I think I want this dev myself. Because I really am getting annoyed at how hard it is to keep everybody in line. So I think I take that myself. I think we core it. Hopefully that, again, makes us look a bit stronger, because it's starting to get annoying with that. Okay, so... Construction costs minus 10%, that's nice. National unrest minus 3. Okay, that counteracts our government reform. 50% chance of stab and 10 legitimacy. Like, those are all solid. 2 corruption for 50 admin and 100 crowns is not worth it. Okay. Yeah, that seems like a good... Huh, I don't want to lose stab. They lose influence, they gain influence. Oh boy, how long do they gain influence for? It's 15 years. We're probably not revoking anything from them, so that should be okay. But it does mean that if we do some of the diets, they would immediately go over 100. So I guess we bite the bullet here and lose the stab that I just bought, which is just annoying, man. Let's go ahead and bump it again. At some point, I would really like to get tech. What are we getting for tech? The tech we're going for is influence, probably. I think it should be influence. I really want all these massively reduced Diplo Annex costs. That will be very, very nice to have. Dude. He was like 30? Well, that's rough. Okay, so we're at a -1 ruler now, and we're in a regency, which isn't good. We can cancel the edict there. That's unfortunate. Are we losing legitimacy? We aren't losing legitimacy, at least. Corruption. What is it growing from? Yeah, it's growing from overextension. That's going to be handled soon. That's fine. Yeah, we can do that. Our military advisor is the half-cost guy? Dude. Okay. 2 corruption. Is this worth it? Oh, this is putting it on the territory that's the one that we just captured? I really don't want to do that, because we're already going to have to send a missionary to change the religion over, and we would then be making it harder to do that. It's already a pretty high-dev province. I think we have to sack him. Oh, God. That's annoying. Reinforce speed, I guess. Let's uncheck mill focus for now, because we're interested more on the admin side. Ooh, the Great Storm is getting absolutely stomped by the Lake Fed. Okay, it looks like they pieced out without taking land, which at least is good. How is the truce there? This is 1490. Oh, no, 1489. Okay, so it's only 3 years. Okay, Silence Breakers got those. That's fine. Let's merge all these together. Wow, 3-star. Oh, War Wizard. Okay. I can see why we're having some trouble with War Site. They've got quite the leader there. Courage development. Wow, how long has that been on? Oops. Okay, that's fine. Can we repay these loans? I think we can. There we go. Cool. Summon Diet. I think we can do this because we didn't take that thing earlier, so that should be fine. Are we 1488? So we got 2 years on that. Missionary maintenance. A skill 3 Inquisitor that's half cost. That is still going to be pretty darn expensive. What are we looking at as far as religion goes? This is a territorial core. It probably would be helpful. These are still 5-year. I mean, if it's 60 months, yeah, 5 years. So, Longonier, is that the one that we're working on? It is not. That doesn't really help us any, actually. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, so this just gives us a war goal. I mean, we haven't been at war for a while. We've got 4 years until Great Storm we can fight. Fighting these guys would give us potentially that territory as well. They are... Interesting. That is an option. I think we could fight them regardless because we just have Monstrous Conquest, so I guess we don't need that. What we get out of it is admin, which, hey, that's fine. That would help, right? They are Tech 7. We are Tech 6. So we're not actually that far behind from the tech perspective. The other ones are all dev. Okay, well, I really don't want to spend on dev right now because we need to tech. So I think we probably do take the nobility. We just use this as an excuse to go in on these guys. So let's go ahead and redirect our armies over here. Pull these guys over. I actually think that we'll have to march around this way. We can have 3 leaders. Do we spend the 43 mil on it? I think we probably do. I think we probably bite the bullet there because we really don't want to tech on this until we tech these up so we don't have the unbalanced research penalty. Oh god, ew. Jesus. Okay. Well, that's miserable. Okay. Actually, I should probably switch over to this missionary guy now that I'm thinking about it, because that cuts these from 5 years to 2 and makes this actually even possible. We can actually bump that from territorial core as well, which will enhance the speed there. Because that should make it, yeah, also 27. Once this completes, let's make sure that they actually go to the higher unity option. No, of course they don't. Why would you look at this list? These all take the same amount of time. And go to the one that is literally 8 times worse. Sometimes I swear, this game confounds me. Okay, so Lankina, or Lankina, I don't know how to pronounce the umlaut there. So we're gonna Monsters Conquest. We Ratakod. Where are these guys? Which ones are these? This is, I guess, this group. Okay, so we can't really do anything with their friend. We'd probably just take money and war reps. Okay, let's give it a minute. I'm sure we will probably get access, I would think. Okay, well, our allies got access. I guess we just let our allies fight for us, then. We just let the centaurs do it. They've got enough troops. They're loyal at this point, and actually them doing that will make them appear weaker because they'll lose manpower, they'll lose units, and they've got a general anyway that is pretty good at sieging with the war wizard there. They're at 41% and 16%, interestingly. How did that get so low? Their opinion got a lot better. We placated. I guess we can see what we can do about diverting trade from all these guys now. Let's go ahead and divert trade on everybody who we can set it on, trigger it with. We still can't do war site, that's fine. Okay. Absolutely needed to take that. Okay, we're just gonna let them do the thing. Stretch a bit. Okay, take our first idea group, finally. Okay, so, options here for first idea group. The obvious one, in my opinion, is influence ideas. We have a lot of vassals, we have a lot of territory. At some point, I assume we're going to be diplo-annexing all this stuff. However, we are currently ahead in tech. In military, by a pretty good amount here. Our leader is garbage at dip for at least the next, 10 years? And even after that, the person coming in is still better at mill. If we were to take mill. Okay, recover army morale speed is... that's okay. Okay, so we're... regiment drill loss. Okay, so we want to eventually transition actually to a professionalized military and drill. Separatism is fine. ICA, shock damage, land fire damage. Interesting. So we're going to get to the point where the goal, if we're trying to maximize this, we are diplo-annexing, and we have a professionalized military that... recover army morale speed is kind of a... especially as a second thing. I guess this counteracts some of the stuff here. No, we already have 15% improved army morale speed. So I guess the idea is that we can fight them multiple times pretty quickly in rapid succession. But that seems counterintuitive. I feel like that's not great. So I don't really want to lean into that. Okay, what would we take? So we don't want to take mercenary ideas. It's always painful to use anyways. And in this case, if the goal is eventually to get to the point where we're drilling full stacks, then that's, yeah, not something we want to bother with. Offensive is usually a good idea, in my opinion. Oh man, influence is looking so good, though. Increased income, Liberty Desire, Diplo Annex, Diplo Rep we will absolutely need. Force them a contribution. Ah. Yeah, Liberty Desire from Subject Development is also going to be a big deal, especially as these guys continue to get larger. We're going to have multiple of them that are all in the quite sizable range. So they've got 201, giving them 50%. These guys have 82, which gives them 20. These guys have 100, which gives them 25. So what is the calc here? Is it basically divide it by 4? Yeah, because 82 is... yeah. Okay. So the idea is minus 10% of that. I guess is it divide by 4 times 0.9. So would that put War Site at... it'd be 45% from development instead of 50? I mean, that's not nothing. This is just a flat 15, so that's like... I feel like that's the better modifier. It does happen a hell of a lot earlier in the tree. Oh man. Yeah, this gives us money, this gives us military strength. It's just the fact that the points are not there. So maybe should have done that as our focus, I guess. Oh, God. This is not easy. We do have 10% siege. Increasing siege is probably good. If we're going towards recover army morale speed, this also does that. So we'd be 40% increased recovery of morale, which is insane. I think we bite the bullet. We go offensive first, and we will next take Diplo ideas. And in the meantime, we just let our vassals do the fighting for us, and we just lean back and relax. I don't know why I'm even looking at that. I know it needs Tech 6, which we're not at yet. Okay, they've unconditionally surrendered, and we've got a government reform. Okay. What does our autonomy look like? This one's 13, this one's 32, but it's dropping... it's reasonable. Okay. So we got 5 different vassals. We won't have that, we won't have that. We could maybe do centers of trade. We've got 1 that we can upgrade. I think this is, yeah, controlled by its owner, so we actually... We could bump 2 more. Maybe if we start capturing stuff in the Lake Fed, we could get that. Renaissance, we could maybe get... We can't rival anybody, so it would have to be these 3 if we wanted to aim for Golden Era before this age ends. I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, maybe. This is 1560, so we would have 70 years to do that. So Renaissance seems possible. Control centers of trade is the one that's tricky. We'd need to take probably those 2 or these 2 maybe. We can maybe take that one. Don't think it really changes what we're taking here. Do we care about... We care about AE now that we're conquering Lake Fed territory. We're about to get an explorer, or excuse me, not explorer, a colonist. So higher developed colonies is definitely an option here. Combat terrain and capital, we have a mountain. I don't think that matters much because a lot of this is steppe. I'd say it's between developed colonies and AE. I think we're going to take AE the next time we have an option here. I think we'll take higher developed colonies. Okay, and back to the gov reform. Looks like... Okay. I don't think... decentralized. I don't feel like we're going to have much in the way of territories. We also don't have that many cultures because it's just Centaur and eventually the lake-fed groups. Again, I rate the reform progress growth pretty heavily, but giving people more influence is gross. Possible advisors is kind of meh, in my opinion, as a modifier. Favoritism. I hate reducing call diet. Or removing call diet. Especially since we're going to be doing a lot of building and construction. So that is frustrating. The inability to use that to sort of get around some of the modifiers that we would have with the estates. I do appreciate cost of advisors dropping. We do not have that many cultures to draw from. What is our current advisor cost? Our advisor cost is 16, 16, 16. We don't have the adventurer estate because we're still monstrous, so we can't get the extra 10% there. And we are not going... We do not have the ideas for... I think is it innovative that reduces the advisor cost? Yeah, so we're going to have pretty expensive advisors, so maybe that is worth it. No. Huh. I almost never take this because usually I do not have vassals that are large enough for this to matter. In this case, we are specifically doing a campaign built around vassalization. So, from a roleplay perspective, I think this is the one that makes sense. 25% increased national tax modifier. So, the question here is, do they get 25% increased national tax, and we take, what is it, like 40% of that? So in reality, it's increasing our income by 40% of 25%. So what would that be, like 11%? Increased force limit contributions, increased monarch power tribute. I mean, we no longer have tributaries because they all got transitioned. Huh. I think we bite the bullet there. We go for it. So we are getting 7.84 from vassals. Let's see what this gives us, actually. Diplo relations is also something that's interesting. Okay. Huh. That really didn't seem to change much. Because I believe it was 7.84? Now it's 7.96, so we got... Okay, well, that is unfortunate. That seems quite a lot weaker than I was expecting it to be. But, I guess, live and learn, unfortunately. So we're going to let them siege this out, and then we will piece this person out for money and maybe vassalization, actually. Do we get anything from vassalizing random Lake Fed? Because I know later in our tree we are doing war on the Lake Federation. This is control all provinces. Okay, so I think we avoid the headaches that we have run into before. We don't vassalize, or excuse me, we don't tributary these guys, because I don't want to be in a spot where we've got peace treaties that we need to wait to expire. Like that one. Okay, so now we can actually declare war on this guy. So we can actually take these three. So I think we do that. I think we can just set this guy. Let's just put our random stack on auto siege. That should be fine. The part that I'm worried about is getting to the point where we can do this before Lakefed starts to unify. Unified Lakefed is terrifying when it gets to that stage. Oh, and we're at 1490, which means we're actually going to fight Great Storm pretty soon. What is this? 8th month? So we got 5 months left to finish these guys off. So let's make sure we can do that. Let's piece these guys out. Sue for peace. We just want money. We will take war reps. Do we get anything from pillaging? We get a little bit from pillaging. Is 5... Yeah, I guess that's worth it. That's worth it. Let's go ahead and do that. Transfer trade. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, then we've got this group. Let's fight those guys. These guys. So we know we want... Let's take those. And I think we just take everything, right? Is there any reason not to just take everything? We get 4 people that are potentially in a treaty coalition against us. Okay, we know we're going to take these 3 from this dude. So maybe we don't do this. We... Okay, Great Storm I don't care about. Great Storm we're going to war with almost immediately. This person we will have a truce for some time. Probably as long as we can. So we do have a claim on that. This... I guess, do I care? Do I care about taking those? Maybe I don't. Maybe I'll let them keep those. That's fine. Let them continue to expand, and eventually we'll, you know, take their colonies. Okay, so if we take these 3, we take money. We don't want them to. We don't want to vassalize them. That's a mistake. War reps, transfer trade. Okay, they would not go to war with us anytime soon. I think we probably are going to transition our diplomats to improving relations with people that are mad at us. Because we know we're going to take land from this person. Koila. They aren't even on this list, actually. That's unfortunate. So Radicod is the one we went to war with. So there's only 2 people who we don't have treaties with who would be able to form the... coalition. So we do that, I think. And then we pour these. Okay. Again, we just sort of let them do the sieging thing. Alright, and we redirect everything over to Great Storm. Wow, our teammate is kind of getting wrecked here. Who are we? We are at war with a lot more people than I thought we were. What happened there? Huh. Okay, so I guess Lakefed has the... Honestly, it's been a long time since I played against them. So I guess they have the ability to call each other into wars, which appears to be like what happened there. That's unfortunate. Is there anyone that I can just peace out? So I guess the idea would be that we want to just pick people off of this list before it starts to get unmanageable. So in this case, I will probably need to actually take a more active role in this. So let's go ahead and fight these guys. Ah, that's frustrating. Bad timing. Let's send those guys back. These guys can go down south there, cut them off. Okay. So the people that we're actually fighting, we just want these 3 territories. So we can peace out now for the things that we actually want. This runs the risk of us eventually getting a coalition, but I think for right now, because we want to go in on Great Storm, I think we just transition send these over, take these 3, call it quits. Yeah, I think we do that. Okay, we pull the trigger there. Okay, so we are consolidating everyone into one. Provinces owned by them that are not part of the region get ceded to us. So Moon Tracker is going to get everything? Huh. Okay. Well, I like having 2 of them. I think we stick with 2 of them. Seems a little weird to not have that. Okay, so we've now taken this territory, which is awkward because now that's not cored. Oh, that's gross. Okay, so we, I guess, need to core all of that all of a sudden, which is unfortunate. It also means that the next one, Eastern Edge, so no provinces not owned by us. 3 provinces. Wow, that region is large. Is that really what that region is? Holy moly. Okay, so we need to own the entire thing. Which some of it's not even occupied, so that's weird. Okay. Okay, so but this is the end of the tree. So like that one doesn't really go anywhere, so that's fine. This is workshop, this is waiting on that. It's gonna be brutal trying to get unrest that low. So I guess we can I think we just go to war against Great Storm and just take some of their territory with the generic conquest CB. Let's wait a month to get monstrous conquest. Once again, do I care about harpies? Not really. At some point, maybe. Not now. Where's our 20,000 strong one? They're down that way. Okay. So this is the problem. Is that us taking territory does delay workshop, which we need. I mean, if the goal is let's have vassals, I mean, it looks like the Ithamaray line sort of ends here. So, because this consolidates this area. So, that's fine. Serpent Shadow basically becomes big boy on campus here. So, I guess there's nothing that stops me from just giving Moontracker these territories back, actually. So let's just do that. Like, I don't know why... Yeah, let's just give them back. Here, you know what? I don't want it. Take it. Like, this doesn't even... It's already a core of theirs, right? Yeah, it's a core province. This doesn't make any sense as to why that... Yeah. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, so let's go ahead and now go in on Great Storm. Let's get our stuff out of their territory. Yeah, I know, I know. Fight those guys. Again, having a leader die at the least opportune time. I did not see that those didn't have a leader. Oh god, please roll better. 1442 is fine, I guess. march that over. We can seize. Why is nobility so... They are very, very powerful right now. 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 90. They're at 101.9. I forgot neighbor raid pillaging gives you increased manpower. Okay, I think we go in on these guys. They are very weak. Their allies are not able to really help. I think that conquest is fine. I don't think that taking any territory from the centaurs will affect Lakefed, which are the only ones that I'm a little bit afraid of, I guess. Let's go ahead and clear up all these guys. I'm gonna send them all to be doing outrage management in a minute here, as soon as I first declare war. So this is Gurkhoznig. Yep, that's that guy. Okay, and we can march this guy over as well, and now we can set all of these guys to go outrage. Ugh. Bernard. I mean, this is the one that just had that happen, right? They had recent uprising. Can I not change the religion there? I guess we're working on it. That's annoying. Yeah, suppressed, that's fine. That is... Yeah, I'll take the Diplo hit, that's fine. I'm trying to generally keep autonomy high, just so that we can start making our way through this reform tree. Okay, we're 48%. Let's take a look. What does this look like? We want to transition everything to Moon Tracker. Okay. We also probably want to break up some of these alliances that they have, because they are in control of that guy and that guy. So let's make sure that we actually deal with that. Which I don't think should be an issue. The other question would be, do we get anything out of creating a new vassal, actually? There is Lightning Wielder, which we can make. So here's the problem, right, is that currently all of the people that I have are these specialized vassals who only see themselves, right? So the question would be, if I make just a default vassal, bog standard EU4 vassal, give them a couple provinces, they're still going to look at all of the Ithimray that I have and say, hey, all the vassals are way, way, way stronger than you are, and I'm going to have trouble keeping them in order. I think. So let's take a look at this guy, for example. So he looks at relative army power of all vassals. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it completely separates them, because the only reason he's at 40 is that we have divert trade on. And relative army power of all vassals to Maghargma is 32%. So he's seeing 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which is kind of a third. I'm not really positive where some of that's coming from, but maybe it is okay. Maybe I'll be fine. Famous last words, but maybe I'll be fine. Okay. I don't want to summon Diet until I have Nobility under control. So we need to wait for some of these to fall off, I guess, or there to be an event. So I will just need to keep an eye out for that, because our Nobility Equilibrium is 85, which means they won't rise up. Foresight, you are so frustrating to deal with. Can we just pay you off? Yeah, okay. We've paid them off for now. Okay. These guys are a lesser person in the treaty. Okay, so Crashing Wave, Lightning Welder. I think we give Moon Tracker up to this, and then we take as much as we can here and give it to Ruin Bringer, actually. Looks like maybe these four are what create them. Okay. And then money. 100% peace treaty. Okay. And then we go in here and we create Runebringer. Sent. Great. And then I think we give them... First off, where are they at as far as... Okay, Liberty Desire is relatively low. Grant Province, that one. Great. And next time, basically, we'll just grant them most of the rest of the Great Storm here. We're at 5 of 7, so that's good. Okay. Nothing going on there. Let's see. Okay, where are we at? Reassess. We can state that. We can quarter that. We are still not summoning Diet. We can seize. Seizing would put the nobility at 71, but they would trend up, so that would be okay. Everyone else is below the amount. Their nobility is also immune from seize. That's part of what's funding this. Okay. So it's their land share keeps going up as I seize from everyone else. Okay, so I need to get rid of that. Definitely need to get rid of that. Where is the thing that's preventing seizure? It is... Nobility and Officer Corps? No. There we go, increase levies. Okay, so it's the manpower modifier, which is sizable. 12% additional manpower is quite a bit, but yeah, that's not great if that's what's holding us back there. So that'll be okay. These are still colonial cores. Did I not just core those? Do I need to wait a month for those to take over? Yes. Okay, great. So that'll hopefully help fix that problem. We do not want to continue to influence them. That seems like a waste of money. Our armies are back in our friends' territory. We can probably send the 11 stack over, because I think we might have issues in the future with rebels. No, the unrest is actually pretty good. It's surprising. Okay, where are we at as far as annexing? We just need to have them be friends with us. So let's improve relations there. Our improved relations can go up by 124, which would be fine, so that'll be good. We can share, that's good. We do not want to summon Diet. I'm just going to disable that for now. Center of Trade. Oh boy, do we go for the... I guess there's no point in going for Center of Trades until we have Renaissance everywhere, so we just wait on that. Don't care about claims that are expiring. We have taxation that we don't really want to build. We can invest in an idea. I think we probably continue to do ideas. I should have waited until the mages were loyal, if that is even possible. They trend to 56%, so maybe we would have been able to take something, but I guess that's okay, because we don't want to do anything related to the diet. Okay, so we stretch, and we wait for a minute. Oh, we probably want to keep these guys over here, because this is where the unrest is going to be at. Yeah, all the lake-fed unrest is nutty. We are also, I don't think, fans of humans. Yeah, oppressed humans. Great. You know, we really putting it to them. So let's go ahead and turn these guys on rebel suppression here. So that will be necessary. Okay, and then as far as what we're doing now, so we still need that. That's the thing that'll give us the colonists. So we are just in the Tech 6 waiting room right now, man. So I think we just are waiting there for that to finish. You know, I guess it doesn't make sense for us to be sitting on a bunch of money and not just upgrade. I don't really want to put our thing at tech at 3. Let's go ahead and do that. Just to spend some cash. Doesn't make sense for us to not use it if it's just sitting in the bank. Oh, God, I would really like to click this button, but we have Regency, we have Unity problems, and we really want to tech up. We can upgrade this. Is this the 942? Reduces construction cost, construction time. Okay, how much construction cost would we need to spend to make this worthwhile to click? So it's $1,000, right? And it would save us 5%. So if we spent $1,000 on buildings, it would save us what, 50? So we'd need to spend 200,000, right? No, 20,000. We need to spend 20,000 on buildings for this to break even. No. Wow, my math is really bad right now. It would be 200,000. I was right the first time, I'm pretty sure. Because 100,000, 5% of that would be 500, right? Oh my god. I'm just gonna open the calculator. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, so we spent 100,000. Come on. Times 0.05 is 5,000. Okay, yeah, so it'd be 10,000 times 0.05 would be 500, so it'd be 20,000 gold. Okay, so it's 20,000 gold for us to break even. I don't even have 20,000 gold worth of stuff to build yet. So it's kind of a wash. Wow, there's a big jump between 2 and 3. Going from 5 to 7.5 to 15 is huge. I don't know why this doesn't go 5, 10, 15, I'll be honest. Because that makes the tier 2 upgrade really kind of garbage. I think we wait on that. I think we just save up. Basically, the goal, I think, is hit Tech 6, build workshops in a good number of places where we want them, because there are quite a few where they will be useful. Do we have mages that would be helpful with this? How about this? 225 minus 20%. Okay, so this is a bit easier to plan. If I'm spending 100, it saves us 20, right? So if I'm spending 1,000, it saves us 200. So basically, if we're spending more than 1,000 on buildings, which there's a good chance we would be, this is worthwhile. So we will probably click that. I don't think there's any way for us to get them in a position where they're a strong... Oh, that's amazing. Okay, that makes everyone quite a bit cheaper. Well Connected is great, but it is the person who is Regency, right? That's the Regency. Gross. And our region is garbage. It's unfortunate. The region has absolutely great traits. Freethinker and Well Connected are awesome traits and terrible stats. Like, I guess 8 is only a -1, but that's still... We're going from a -1 to a +2 when the Regency is over. Is it worth extending it at all? what is the break-even point for the ideas that we would need to take? Because idea base cost is, what, 400, right? Come on. Where's the math about how much this is? I think it's 400, right? Let me look at the modifiers. Where are we at? This is over here. Let's look at idea cost. AKLM. Yeah, idea cost is 5%. Okay. So it's 20 off of where it is now. So it's saving us 20, but the swing in points every month is, we're going from -1 to +1, so it's 2. So it'd be 10 months. It pays for itself. Yeah, it is not worth extending the Regency unless we're very, very close to getting the next idea, which I don't think we would be, really. I always take the prestige hit on those if I have the option. We're losing prestige very, very slowly, so that is totally fine. We are waiting for Tech 6. Yeah, Tech 6 waiting room, man. We have Warsight being complaining. We have so much prestige, we'll just buy them down. That's fine. Okay, we knew that those guys would rise up. Crush that. That's fine. Okay. Huh, our vassal income got a little lower. Is it because our legitimacy went down? Yeah, it's because our legitimacy went down. Okay. These guys will give us 0.31. Cool. When are we at the point? Okay, so we can actually start annexing these guys. Okay, is that worthwhile? Kind of annexing the rest of the group up here, besides Greyfist. So, as we've learned, unfortunately, that does mean that we lose that reduction. Maybe we just annex the big one here, the Garshulsham. Garsvolsham. There we go. Our Diplo power is still garbage. We don't want to Diplo annex until we have the ability to, at the very least, get this reduction. And ideally, I think we want to be in the next idea group to actually get the reduction from the influence. So I think we punt. There's no need for it. We aren't really penalized. We have enough Diplo relations that we don't need to open up more spots. We're fine there. So we just wait on that. What is this other one? Oh, it's that one there. Yeah, okay. I think we can mute that. We're not upgrading any great projects anytime soon. And this is going to hit 190. So this is the only one that we are going to start the integration for, because we need to do that to continue the tree. So we annex there. This should take 10 months. Yeah, that'll be real quick. So that's quick and easy. That will get us this subdue the north. At least one province needs to have a fort, a temple, and a dev of 12. Okay. Fort, temple, dev of 12. Okay, dev of 12 is there, so I think we just need to slap a fort down. That's easy. Okay, new subjects requires us to marketplace and workshop, which needs tech 6. No. Okay, so I think we take that. I think we now go in here. We're going to take the aid construction spell, which will make it quite a bit cheaper to build all the buildings. Yeah, 78 for that. Slap those down. Don't really want to put it in there. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Do we... Nope. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we should have waited a couple months on that castle. Didn't realize we were quite so close to getting that admin tech. That's fine. I'm going to take Diplo. Take this, take Diplo, work down. Even with tech, so that's good. Diplo annex cost got a lot cheaper, which actually sped this up, so it saved us, I don't know, like a month, 2 worth. Okay. Immediately, he's corrupt. Great. Okay, well, we lost good ideas and got a bad one. Ugh, that's fantastic. All of our costs for our advisors went up, but we are still in the green there. We need the fort to be built, and then that should be fine. We can... at least 6, currently 4, have to be lake-fed members with improved relations of 50. Huh. Okay. So this needs Dev 10. Oh, gross. Okay, that'll be not fun to dev, because it's expensive. 50% dev cost because it's the desert. Oh, God. Okay, that's going to be very pricey to get up to 10 dev. And it needs a marketplace and a workshop. That's gross. Okay, well, I guess we bite the bullet and start building stuff there. What was the other chain one? This one needs Olkelder. This one also needs a workshop at it. Okay. So Shrine needs a marketplace. This needs a marketplace. Okay. And then Lankina and Baruvakoila need to be friends with us. Well, that's unfortunate. But I guess it is just improved relations mod, so that's not actually all that bad. So we need to improve relations with 6 countries there. 2 of which need to be these 2, which go up to 90. So I guess we just need to do some, like, targeted improving of relations, maybe. We can't... we just did the construction magic, so we can't do the one to improve our relations. Can we? We don't have an improved relations advisor, fortunately. Okay. So it will be not a fast process. We can seize land, which will make the nobility even more powerful, which is frustrating. Yep. But, yeah, reform progress growth is definitely worth it. Okay, so where are we at here? We are at the point where we are going to need to improve relations. So these guys need to be at 90, which is brutal. These guys need to be at 90. This needs Olkelber to be at 6. Okay, yep, that'll take a little while. We need to have... okay, just spend all the money that we've got. We've got the mages doing that. We need to also have... okay, this one's going to be slower because we're going to focus on this first, this line. We need another 2 lake-fed members. So the 2 that we have that we're already improving with should actually put us over the top here. This person is improved relations plus 99. Okay. I think we just actually set this back to outraged, which should hopefully just target by default the people in Lake Fed. We're just very, very bad with the relations because our Ogre administration minus 30 is... Usually improved relations is not something I really need to think about or bother with, but in this case it's kind of brutal because we are actually trying to do this with this nation. We can hire 10 more troops. I think we do that. I think we probably actually start drilling as well. God, that's... That's kind of brutal. So no matter what, so this is 5 years worth. I mean, monthly autonomy, monthly devastation is pretty gross, but there is a fort nearby, so the devastation isn't as big a deal. It's the autonomy change that's kind of gross, because that would basically make it neutral unless we go to war. So I guess that's fine. I guess we just deal with it. So actually, let's start drilling everybody, I think. Let's give you guys a leader. Actually, let's find where the other army is. We've got the 20k stack somewhere, right? Yep, these guys. Let's give them some drilling. And we have this 11k stack that's still there. We don't have rebels right now. Recent uprising, which is going away. 1506. That's still quite a ways out. So let's have you transfer over. Okay, you can start drilling. And we want you to... 4. Okay. 5. Cool. So we will start drilling everybody, because as we saw from our tree, we do have a focus on drill, which is surprising. I don't think we have anything from the actual military, though. There is nothing about drill in the military, so it's literally just our idea group that is a focus on the drill component. Yeah, drill loss. There we go. So it's the third thing in our idea group is drill loss. Which 30% is notable. Okay, so new great clan. Through the autonomy, or though the autonomy has been crushed as a reward for submitting peacefully, they have been granted positions within rapidly expanding royal admin. Now that the wild clans of the north are under our control for the first time in history, it behooves us to break new ground once again and elevate a new great clan for the first time. This will allow us to integrate our united kin more closely, but each candidate has an opportunity to bring a unique strength. Huh, okay. Oh boy, okay, so full, until the end of game, okay. Construction cost, loyalty equilibrium. Idea cost, loyalty equilibrium. Yearly army tradition, tech cost. Okay, not this one. Our cavalry are so bad that we should not ever, like, use them. It doesn't make sense to me to bother. Yeah, I don't get it. So, not the one that increases cavalry. That's dumb. That just increases mages. It is very hard to get mage influence up. This would put them at 46. We would still need to have 20 more. We could give them a mage tower, which would give them 5, so they'd be at 51. That's still 15 short of being able to cast strong spells, which is what you would want. I think, if I had to guess, by the time that we have that ability to cast strong spells, we would be in a situation where it's actually very, very expensive for us to do so, because I imagine it will be after we continue to grow as a nation. I mean, so, maximum absolutism, I don't really want to sacrifice something for now for something that doesn't kick in for another, you know, what, 150 years? So that's not going to happen. Calf combat is not going to happen. Mages would be interesting if we had any other way to increase them, but we don't. Not reliably. So I think it's between one of these four. So tech cost, army tradition, idea cost, construction cost. So we know that we already have a pretty sizable reduction cost modifier in the form of our monument. So that will eventually be 15. So every point of construction cost starts to get better as that continues, as it gets closer to 0, or 100%, I suppose. But is that better than some of these other ones? I don't rate a quarter point of army tradition that highly. That's not that useful, I feel like. Huh. I like the tech cost reduction. I like idea cost reduction. I think I consider those about even in my head. And I guess we're looking at long-term gain, right? Because this is until the end of the game. Eventually you get to the point where you just have unlimited money. Money is not an issue. So construction cost at that point actually doesn't matter. So construction cost is a better short-term prospect, right? And you're still always limited by your monarch power. So of the two... Oh, man. Okay, I need to check how often you get ideas. So EU4 ideas. So is you get idea groups at 5, 7, 10, 14, 18, 22, 26, 29. Obviously, we don't really count going that far into the game, so probably only like 4 or 5 idea groups actually matter. So let's say it's Tech 18 is what we care about. So if we're talking 5 idea groups, each idea group has 7 things in it. So we would be at 5 idea groups times 7 things, so it'd be 35 minus the 3 that we already have, so we'd be looking at 32 ideas times 400 minus times 0.95. So, oh, whoops, sorry, not times 0.95, 2800 times 0.05. So total that'd be saving us 640 monarch points if we're counting through Tech 18. On the flip side, if we're counting through Tech 18 for getting technologies, we're at Tech 6 across the board, so that'd be 12, 24, 36 technologies that we'd be saving on. So that's just better, right? Because it's 36 techs that we're saving 5% on, or 30, what I say, 32 ideas. So we're going to take the tech. We're taking tech cost. That just saves us more over time. I guess to actually calculate it, because obviously the number is just clearly better, but if we're talking 36 technologies, technology is 600 points by default times 0.05, that saves us 1080. So it's, you know, a difference of 400 to 500 points over the course of the campaign. The only difference would be then the shaman equilibrium, which I feel like I don't care about. That only matters until you get to the point where you're like seizing everything back anyway. So that's again something that's like short-term useful, long-term pointless in my mind. You eventually get to the point where your estates don't really do anything. Okay, so we're continuing to improve relations with those guys to do the chain quest. We need to, as part of this, do the production. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I don't want to be spending stuff on stab. That's frustrating. Okay, so we need to get the production up here. Let's go ahead and do, this is approach development. All right, so we need to get this up to 6, which is just going to be 2 more clicks. Okay. That works. I really don't want to give more land to the nobility. Dude. Come on, man. Take a stab, give a stab. Take a stab, give a stab. They gain 10 influence for how long? It's 1550, so it's 15 years. Do they have anything that is going to be a problem? I mean, I'm still stuck kind of waiting for Diet Summon to fall off of the nobility, so maybe I don't care. So I think I just take it. I accept it. That's fine. It's frustrating, but it's fine. Okay, this is 5. And we need to just give it a couple months to get to 6. And then wait for the improved relations on those other two to continue to build. Huh. How do I feel about that? 056 is a +2, technically, heir. But no admin is brutal. We can focus admin. We are generally expanding through tributaries, or excuse me, vassals. So we aren't doing too much in the way of conquering land ourselves. So I think we could focus it. If we focus admin, this is the equivalent of someone who would be a 245 ruler. And that's someone that you would keep. Yeah, there's no issues there. It's just kind of awkward, so I'll just need to save until that person is... Yeah, that's not great. Maybe we focus admin a little earlier, but on the flip side, we are... Yeah, we take that. That's fine. Because we're doing mill now. We will be doing dip next. We don't really want to fiddle with it. Let's see. So this would be... Okay, so basically what that did was it offset our Ogre admin penalty. That's good to know. What do we get as a bonus from our Ogre admin? Harsh treatment, foreign spy detection. Really, fort maintenance and good produce are the two that I care about. I guess Liberty Desire is nice because we're doing that sort of campaign, but I feel like you get to the point where you are so large and you have enough stuff that you don't have an issue with that. We, unfortunately, can never get power projection because I don't think we can rival anybody. Okay, next step here. War exhaustion's always good, but we haven't been really going to war. Continued growth of admin tech costs. That's okay. I like balance of power. We have to... Yeah, I think we can really use the diplomat. We've got a lot of people that we're making upset. We've got a lot of folks that we need to keep happy that are vassals of ours, and the loyalty equilibrium will make it possible to get rid of stuff in the future. So I think we take that one. That one's easy. Let's just also set that to outrage countries. And I think we continue to... Let's see, who did it automatically go to? Is it still going to... Yeah, Braddock Cod, and this one's going to... Okay. So they are focusing on Lake Fed, which is good. I just wanted to make sure they weren't wasting their time with, like, Great Storm. So that's fine. This needs one more click. Okay. And we can do this. So we're going to create a level 1 center of trade, which is great. That's gets us one step closer to Golden Age. Yes, kind of. Because we have how many? We would have that one. We'd have one here that we could upgrade. We have this one. We could take that one. That would get us 4. Is there another one that we could colonize? No, because that one's been colonized. That is a center of trade. That one's a level 1 center of trade. Okay, so next war after Great Storm, we take this stuff, colonize that. That would get us 5. right? The other option is seize land, which I don't know if I want to do from my vassals, because they're, again, Warsight is just constantly he mad bro. Most of which is from the development, which is, you know, not much I can do about that, I guess. And they have half our army. Half our relative army. So, yep, I guess that's fine. Colonists, great. Gives us the colony. I think we want settler increase because we're only going to have that one colonist, so we want them to grow as fast as possible to claim land. Which does mean we'll have to send folks with them, but I guess that's okay. That is... Interesting. I did not realize you could not send... if through disconnected territory. Okay. Well, you learn something new every day. So let's send there. Let's take these guys, put them up here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Next mission. Alright. Few ogres can say they've met a human face-to-face. The lands of the Yerikoi are known to us. Two things in particular stand out. Their teeming numbers, endless thirst for iron and stone. The former poses a significant problem for our fate conquest of the lands they occupy. The latter may prove to be the tool we need to crack their hold on our rightful lands. Under the guise of wishing to establish diplomatic ties, demonstrate the magnanimity of our blank. We can offer them a deal too good to refuse. A steady stream of cheap iron in the aid of Milan's greatest architects. After they've taken the bait, they should grow dependent on us. Okay, yeah, so this is basically we are sort of subverting the fact that they need stuff from us in order to get, you know, get in there. So... gain 5 mercantilism, or... oh my lord! Okay, so basically this is saying... so we just get a big penalty in that place we built up for 25 years. And then after that, they all get minus 15% morale of armies, and we get 30% siege ability. That's a wild modifier. Both of them are wild. 15% morale of army hit is nasty. 30% siege ability is also just huge, especially because we already have 10 just for being Ogre. So, yeah, I think that's fine. That'll also give us time to finish off Great Storm and do the colonization. So I guess we just deal with that. And it's not like it stops us from fighting them. So for the folks who are subjects of Great Storm, for example, it's not like we lose that modifier. Cool. Okay, so basically we are kicking the can for 25 years, saying we won't fight them in order to just absolutely beat the bejesus out of them when we do. If it's a 20-year effect that we have, we can do one, like basically 100% war, and then pretty much get through a second one after that truce is over. And then that modifier will expire. So we basically get 2 free wars against them, or 2 very easy ones against them in 25 years. So do we wait on this? This just gives us claims. Gives us 10 legitimacy. We literally can't build artillery. I don't really want 50% of an army to be formed using Tech 7 already anyway, because it's so garbage. Or we're punting this for 25 years and taking it then. But I think I don't care. I don't care. This is only a 10-year benefit anyway. That's fine. Okay. So the next step 8 provinces owned by you or non-tributary subjects with provinces a city. And then, yeah, okay. So let's just take 8 territories. And then this is, I guess, fight them a bunch. Fight all the various areas. Okay. Wow, that needs a lot of workshops. Okay. This needs Clevarku. Really? It needs stuff in all there? I mean, that's a pretty nice buff. National manpower, modifier, manpower recovery speed, fire damage. So that kind of offsets our Ogre military, which is kind of cool. This one needs that marketplace, and then this needs to be devved, but then we still also need... This needs a workshop. This needs a workshop. This guy. This guy. I think there was one more that's needed, but we don't have cash for it right now. Oh no, that was... looks like that's the 4. Well, there's 5 on the list. Where's the 5th one? Is it further north? No, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's this needs it. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Okay, so I guess we can recall there because we've now actually done the building the chain. So that's cool. We want now... Diplo Rep of 5 is just not going to happen anytime soon. Still. This needs Dev 10. Dev 10 or... Okay, this is going to cost us military to get in there. It's at 4. We need to do 6 clicks. That's going to be approximately, you know, whatever it is now. So maybe like 500. Which we could kind of do. Do we benefit more from that to get further along in the tree? Or do we benefit more from spending this on ideas and whatnot? So this is an event that I assume puts these guys underneath us, which we have space for. Yeah, this is the thing that we just built all those for. So we need to do, I think, one more. We get all those buffs, which those are pretty solid buffs. But then you increase the tolerance, have a big army. Okay, but this ends. This is its own little wedge of a tree, so this is fine. Demas, Goobly. Interesting. So now that would mean that to get up to Dev 20, which even at a 10% reduced development cost, like that's going to be really expensive. Desert is so expensive to dev. That offsets it a little bit, but not a lot. And that just does something. So I assume that makes it so that they are... Maybe they get claims. Maybe they become a Nithim Ray of their own. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't care that much. I really like this modifier. I really don't need that modifier right now, but I like it. But the fact that it's fire is, you know, we don't really need much in the way of fire right now. So much damage is still coming from the shock phase that, So let's go ahead and just send everyone to outrage countries just across the board, just to make them less likely to coalition against us. Yeah, that's fine. Prestige from land battles. Yeah, I think we're just gonna finish off that tree. Okay. When is our truce up with Great Storm? They are 1508, so we got 5 years there. I feel like we're kind of in a holding pattern again, which is annoying. Okay. I really want to get humans tolerated, because we're going to have a lot of humans under our control as we go through the Lake Fed. So I think we skip the 50% advisor. We do that. Yeah, we can cancel that edict. Good call. And I think we instead actually go in and can we focus humans? Do I want to spend the dip on focusing humans? Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Probably what we would actually do is we can spend them elevating their culture. Okay. Do we have... Do we have, actually, temple dev? Do we have the ability to get it? I don't know why we keep losing that. Development of temples. Okay. So, we could reduce it by 5% with a temple. Another 5% with the mage tower. Which we should probably do. I mean, we can't even actually build a temple on it, because it's building maxed. So, never mind. I think we just... I think we punt on that for now. Yes. I think we're going to take basically anything that helps speed up our colonization game. Because we only have the one colonist, we're not going to get another one anytime soon. Okay, it looks like they're running out of folks to work on, so I think we're... Let's pull some of these guys back, and instead what we're going to do is we are going to... Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Yeah, exactly. We're going to work on friends of ours. So let's go ahead and we'll go to this, go to diplomacy, and we're going to improve with own subject countries. Just make sure they're all maxed out, that they all love us. Gross. Also gross. What is this? El Dob Soul? What's this say? Oh my god, it's a pretty high dev province. Okay. One corruption, huh? We're already embezzling. Oh god. Why? We are so corrupt. How much money are we spending currently just fighting that? 0.56. What does max out at? I don't even know. Shit. We don't even passively lose it over time because it's not like we're ahead in tech. And our positive stab isn't high enough. Ugh. .02. Oh my god, they already barely fall because of Cedar Strong aristocrats. Okay. I think I do that and reduce autonomy and just put them right back to where they were, and the unrest will just be angry. So, yep, this, and yep. Okay, stab 3, Spider Wretch. I don't want to do anything with them because they are the ones who I assume I need to keep alive. There we go. There's a build a mage tower. in that province for whatever reason. Okay, yeah, we can do that. We will wait till we've got the 396 for the Mage Tower. Oh, local dev of -20. Oh my god. Okay, that's much better. I thought it was 5 for some reason. Okay, in that case, how about we do this a bit faster than I was expecting? Okay, first off, yeah, colonial charters. Oh my god, I probably should have had these all on. So let's get missions in new lands. Colonial charters. The mages should have one, I believe. Magical exploration, yeah. Great. Okay. I don't think I can do this, right? Well, I don't want to do it, even if I can. Okay. That's helpful. I should have turned those all on before. But, yeah, actually, let's take the Indebted to Merchant Guilds. Get all the loans. Cheap, cheap loans. And now we will build Mage Towers both in the spot that it wants me to, so that spot. And then I want it here. Can't construct more buildings there. Oh my god. This province sucks. Okay. So I can't construct more buildings here. Do I knock down a marketplace to construct the Mage Tower, to then be able to dev it, to then expand it, to then... I mean, 20%'s a lot, man. 20% is a lot. Oh my god. Why? This is such a garbage province to need to dev to eventually 20. Yeah, okay. I think I'm just gonna pull the trigger. I don't know how... I don't know what we can do. Is that one of the ones that I have from the humans? Crot? Oh, no. Okay. It's unfortunately very difficult to put anything on. 0.06, 0.08, anything that is... We're able to really add this to... Not in a way that makes any sense. Can we seize? Let's take the power. We don't really have money for a +3 advisor right now, I don't think. Even if it's half cost. It's annoying, but that's okay. Huh, they're at 51. We're getting closer to that break-even point where they're going to be strong, but we didn't take the extra 10%. Which is unfortunate. Okay, we can take away something from the nobility so their influence is lower. I think neighbor raid at this point we can get rid of, because we have enough... We have enough manpower naturally that we don't need that anymore. And it is just 5 influence. We can... Oh, we need to get rid of that. Yeah, let's get rid of levies. Actually, first. Because we want them to not be immune when we seize. Which, actually, we're just going to do. Boop. Because that will continue to drop their land share. Because they went from 12 to 10 and some change. So, that will be the longer-term fix for that whole problem. Okay, so... Nope, nothing there. So I guess the question is, the only people we can even fight right now are Lake Fed. This is where that modifier, the like 25-year modifier, is kind of frustrating, because I kind of want to just go punch them. I mean, maybe we can do that now. Maybe we just fight them so that we can trigger that step in the tree here. Because we just need 8 provinces, so we need 5 more. Like, that's not that much. And then any own provinces, we just have 40,000 troops present. These all need to be owned by us, though. All provinces owned by us. All provinces owned by us. So we have to take all of them. So we cannot give anything to subjects. So can't give anything off to Runebreaker, can't give anything else to Silence Breaker, or Bringer, Breaker, whatever, man. Centaurs be crazy with their naming conventions. So if we declare war on this guy, we say Monstrous Conquest. It's 21,000 troops. We are probably going to really rapidly get into the spot where we just have a pretty sizable coalition against us. They have Tech 8 as far as military goes. We have Tech 6. We're kind of far from 7, if I'm going to be honest. It's, what, 250 power? The part that I'm worried about is that when we go to war with these guys, sometimes they seem to be able to call in friends. Sometimes they can't. Like, if I go into this war with this guy, why was he able to get the whole of the Lake Fed to fight on his behalf? So he's rivaled with that guy, those two. Okay. We're gonna fall further behind in admin if we go to war with them and take territory. We have permanent claims, so it is cheaper. We only need 5 provinces. The question is, how much longer are we on that for? Because it has not been that long. It was, I think it's like 1527, right? Yeah, 1527. I don't want to wait 20 more years to fight these guys. I think we just fight them. Yeah, I think we just go to war with them. I think we go for it. There's no point in waiting around. We have all of our subjects who are able to, hopefully, take the brunt of the fighting while we just run around and siege. Ideally, we would be Tech 7, so that we could build a cannon, so that we could be better at the sieging component. Oh my god, and Engineer Corps. Or Corps, excuse me, not Corpse. Engineer Corps would make us even better at sieging. That's annoying. Okay. I mean, I think we take this, and then we take the influence ideas. Huh. Okay, what's... Okay. What is the optimal way to do this? I mean, obviously we get very strong when that thing kicks in. Let's go ahead and save. I'm curious to see what happens, actually, if I were to declare war on Van Hansma here. So they have, according to this, No, we don't want to do tributary because we actually need to own all of this land. So we do show superiority. This shows that they have 19,000 troops because they have this guy as an ally. Own this guy. Wait. Yeah, so these two are allied. Zabios, Flar, this guy, Val, whatever. That one? No. One of the other guys. I don't know. This guy? Nope. One of them. So it's these three, and then one other somewhere in this mess. So this is 19,000. I can also declare war on this guy. He is only allied with this dude. This is 10,000. We unfortunately only have conquest. We don't have the monstrous CB. Which, is that better? Now it's the same amount of aggressive expansion, it's just reduced cost. In this case, if we're taking everything anyway, I don't know how much we care. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we declare war on that. This calls in the whole lake fed. I wish I knew why. It's not clear as to what happened. I'm pretty sure they just get a default call to arms. I think. So I guess the question there is, hey, if we're going to have this war anyway, right? We know we're going to fight all of the lake fed all at once. Because this is 50,000 troops, right? We've got 125,000. So we like outnumber them massively. But they all have a much higher tech than us, and definitely higher tech than war sites at 7, but these guys are at 5. These guys are at 4. Like, they're trash. These guys are in the middle. So we've got, like, tech that's at least 1 tech behind. Like, Warsight is ahead of us, at least, and we're close. But it's not gonna be an easy fight. I mean, I guess we do it. I guess we just take it on the chin, but, like, why didn't these guys come in? I don't know. I really don't. Again, it's been a long time since I played Lake Fed. I don't find them particularly interesting. So, like, the mechanics of them are something that is sometimes a little beyond my comprehension. I'm hoping what'll happen is these guys flood out here. I guess, who are we at war with? So, this group, a couple people here, this guy, these two, a couple people up there. So we're kind of at war with, I don't know, maybe like a third of them. And I'm hoping what happens is they kind of flood out, they waste people sieging provinces, and that they end up on these steppe lands where, even though we have lower tech, because all these centaurs are hordes, that they're able to just run over them. That is terrible timing. I don't want to spend money on this, but I guess we're probably going to get a lot of money from this war. Oh, we can start demonsterizing. Do we start demonsterizing? That is expensive. Is it worthwhile? I don't know. I am going to go with probably not. I don't think that this is worth it. Although we're going to have a lot, no, I think it is actually, because we're going to have a lot of stuff that we need to core. Is it worth us focusing? So we're going to have mill. We probably, is it better to take 20% siege now, or is it better to do this? I think, can we get the mages to be loyal? We can... How close is that to being done? Maybe we can. Okay, maybe we wait then on that idea. Wait until we have loyal mages. Just tank the attrition here. In the meantime. They're all dropping like flies. Okay. Sure. Placate, that's fine. spy network construction. I think our spy network construction is very bad because we're ogres. Yeah, minus 20%. So that puts us back at, like, being normal again, which is frustrating. Okay, so they're marching into these guys. They are pretty much getting their shit stomped, which is what I had kind of anticipated to happen. I really wish we were better at sieging stuff. Do we go help fight all these guys? Or do we care? Do we just let them kind of run rampant? They have a lot of dudes. Maybe we go fight them. Let our allies siege out and let us go fight. Okay. That's the person that we are not at war with, because we're at war with his friend. You are not willing to peace out for both. Because by one. Okay, so I think maybe we just let that sit. Let that wait. I think we just slowly file in here. We can get a good fight in. Uncap some territory. Let our friends actually do the majority of the work again, because why not? Yeah, spare no expenses. We want that admin power. Okay, we are officially out of the casting of spells. We have loans. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Do we start demonstrizing? Lose stab. We're at war currently. We have admin tech 7. We will need this to get our Diplo rep above 5, probably. So this will need to happen. If we pull the trigger now, do we have any penalties that would really hurt us? The biggest one is probably, I think there's a morale and shock army hit that we could take. That wouldn't be great. On the flip side, I believe there's a thing that will proc that gives you potentially like a lot of military power, which would be huge for us, because we obviously need to get through the rest of our idea group. We're still behind a level in tech. And at least for this one, actually for all of them, right, we're fighting over conquest. We're not fighting over... Yeah, I think we do it. Let's pull the pin. What is disbanding Lake Fed take? Okay, we need 300 dev. We need 60 provinces. Okay. That's not going to happen for a while. Fucking immediately? Okay. Well, this is the one that I was talking about that I really didn't want to have happen. And it was literally, what, a month? So, I guess we can say no and take no penalty for it, because we haven't had any decrease in monstrosity. So I think we just take the extra shock and we just deal with it. And we just count that as a bonus for now. Are these guys willing to peace out? They are. For everything? For everything. Okay. That needs 47 admin. Let's go ahead and core. I don't think there's anyone who has claims on them, so that's fine. That's able to be worked on. What is the military breakdown looking like? So we actually have more cannons than they do, which is surprising. I think it's just Warsight bringing the thunder. And honestly, our Navy is not that much worse, but I assume we're way behind in tech when it comes to the naval component. We have quite a lot more than they do. We are just kind of stuck behind all these forts. I really... Okay. So they are sieging that down. I think this is a pretty... Yeah, 50%. Because siege ability for centaurs is quite bad. So I think maybe we send our own troops in there. So let's... Who's our best siege general? Maybe that's something we can do, is just split off. 1, 4, 4, 2. Yeah, I think we just split that guy off. Go up there with some contingent of troops. Help them siege it out. Not walk off the stupid fort. Because they have 0503 that just decided to leave. Great. Okay. That is an option too. I hate fighting Wakefed. Very frustrating. Interesting. You guys think you win that fight, huh? I guess you are pretty close to them. I think we take higher developed colonies, like I said before. How close are we to Renaissance? Sorry, not Renaissance, Golden Era. We need 3 territories that have... So if we take this in this war, if we take that in this war, we actually could Golden Age. And that was almost a good exchange. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is not a good fight for them. Okay. Okay, we took this. I think we continue to just... Who are we at war with? Okay, we are at war with those guys. I think we just continue to march up. Take these. Wow, that is going to require quite a bit of troops there to siege that one out. Okay. Alright, our colony is sustaining. I think we go here now to get down to these high dev provinces down here. Okay. Liberty Desire in subjects minus 15. That would make it so that Warsight is just... don't have to keep buying them off, which would be great. And might get us to the point, actually, where we can transfer trade from some other folks. We can transfer trade from these guys, actually. For trade. Do I care about naval? No. Okay. This is fine. I guess I could have waited for mages. Oh, well. Stupid pop-ups. Okay, well, I don't know what I clicked there. That's fine. This is... Go ahead and pour that. Boosting stab now? I mean, we're only going to get more overextension, right? So I think we pull the trigger on that. Zabzo Star. How much could we take from them? A lot. We can take a lot from them. It's 114. I think we pull the trigger. Pour that. What are they looking at? They've got 23,000 left. These guys are getting sieged out. Those guys are getting sieged out. Okay. These guys are done. Our overextension is going to be kind of sizable, but I think that's okay. Okay. We're at the point where we need to decide, are we pulling the trigger and getting coalitioned? Because we're at war with a good number of Lake Fed. We will have truces with that same number of Lake Fed, but there is still a decent number of them that will not be. So either we're pulling the trigger ahead of time and just saying, screw that 25-year peace treaty, we're just fucking shit up now. Which I think I'm okay with, honestly. We are at 340 out of 400 for GovCap. We can grant more GovCap. We are close to, I think Next Tech Admin gives us GovCap. So I think we pull the trigger, honestly. I think we take as much as we want. Core stuff. And I think we... Yeah, I think we just continue to take everything. Who are we still at war with? We're at war with these guys. We're at war with those guys. So let's get that siege stack up that way. We can't, because this is in the way. Oh god, really? That's unfortunate. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay. Not at war, not at war, not at war. These guys are... we're at war with. Okay. March those guys up. We're not at war with. These are the... honestly, some of the last big players here is this group. And they are at war. They're defending... Oh, we caught them in the middle of one of their, like, civil wars. Because the Kalyan's Will is one of the civil wars. So maybe that's why they didn't all come to the defense, was that they were maybe already fighting each other. I'm not really sure, again, how the Lake Fed call to arms works. But I think we're getting to the point where we maybe don't care. Because I think this is the last big player and they have 8,000 troops. Yeah, I think we've kind of stomped them at this point. Just take everything. Take that. Yep. And core. And we're going to be high on the overextension side, but we will slowly continue to core stuff as we continue to conquer. So, should be okay. What are we at as far as... they have 20,000 troops left, which is less than one of our vassals. So, like, that's not that big a deal. I think what I really like... Yes, okay. This is the one that I wanted. This is the good military event. 15 army tradition for 175 mil power at this point in the campaign. Absolutely fantastic, because we are very, very far behind in mil. This will get us in that siege status increase, because, yeah, there we go. Nice. So that shortens sieges drastically. Did we actually tech up? I really should have built cannons. Yeah, let's build a cannon, I guess, and send it in there. 140 days? Sure. That'll help with the sieges. Is that this guy? Valorati? Yeah, Valorati. I really wish you weren't at war with someone else. That is unfortunate. I think we're going to wait on you. Okay. So, take the siege. I guess we should just march together with those guys, because they seem to have very good forts. Um, yeah, I'm fine with that. We are going to have a lot of centaurs, so let's get that cannon up. So we got the value cannon, so it immediately should help with a lot of these forts here. Oh, interesting. This person owns that up here. I did not see that coming. That is unusual. Okay, so they are not as sieged out as I thought they were. They are at -48. So, who am I still at war with? So I'm at war with these guys, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy is there. Okay, so we will wait for the cannon, and then we will continue to march up into this guy's territory. That's fine. Okay, or the cannon will get caught by some random one stack. Are you not going to be able to retreat? I'm going to be annoyed. Okay. Send those guys up there. Send this guy there. Are they sieging us out? Is that why we're losing money? No? Huh. What happened here? Why did we start losing so much cash? Root out corruption. I see. Our overextension's quite high. Okay. That's fine. We will sit on it and just deal. That's, yep. Alright, 29.9. We should have 1 progress from just having the value already. Cool. We need disease outbreak, though. Great. We are losing a lot of money. Why are we losing so much cash? Okay, it's not that we're not over force limit. Oh, is it because we're paying for all these forts? Ah, that's what it is. Okay, let's transition this to those guys. How about that? This one can be these guys. This one can be these guys. This one can be those guys. Okay, that should make that a lot better. It's a lot better, but not perfect. It's still a lot of corruption. Okay. We're just gonna wait and let the sieges complete. We've got 2 more that we'll need to do after this one. Let's go ahead and transition this to that guy. That can go there. This can go here. We'll siege the capital fort with just a normal stack. Okay. And now I think we just give it a minute. They are unsieging themselves. We should have the... yeah, armies are totally dead. And separatists are already starting to pop up. Hallelujah. What am I going to do about Lake Fed? Okay. Unjustified demands plus 25% I think is fine. Because in this case, all of our stuff is Conquer, which is justified demands over basically everything anyway. So that's okay. Do we have a leader we can assign to this guy? Yep. Go ahead and put that there. Oh my god. I hate Lake Fed. Core that. Alright. And the question is, how much of this are we going to take? Do we just take all of it? I know that was what I was debating before, and I think it is a decent idea. But that is going to put us at our gov cap. Pretty darn close. Actually, yeah, no, I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Let's just wait, finish that siege. The part that is actually going to be kind of a struggle here is the, I mean, obviously this shit show of separatists, but then the fun that will be dealing with separatists in all these areas that we can't actually get to anymore. So, cool. Okay, let's piece out these guys. Interesting. Okay, so we don't have the ability to piece out those guys for everything. So they're still going to be around. We can't get to this. We also can't get to that, actually, if I'm going to be honest. This one, at least we can sort of get to. I think we'll need to build some ships, is what I'm realizing as we're conquering Lakefed. This at least has a fort, which will be good. I think we do that. Take money. Send. I think we core all those. Core as many as we can. I think we spend some of that money on boats. So let's get cogs. Probably want, I don't know, 10 maybe? To... Okay, not all in one spot, guys. Come on. Just to be able to move armies around. I'm not expecting to actually win any naval conflicts against these guys, but having the ability to move troops will be necessary. Okay, so that's that one done. Who else do we have? We have these guys. So this needs to go to us. Maghargma. Do we have anyone else who are war with us? Those two... Who's this one? It's that guy. Okay. I mean, if we're pulling the trigger, we're pulling the trigger, right? We're taking everything. Yeah, it's only 6%. I guess we can get rid of that. So... Okay, and the last one, but not least, is this group where we're just going to take the whole shebang. That's 53, which will put us at basically right at the cap. Yeah, there we go. It's almost like it was planned. We can probably nuke this fort if we've got a fort here, because this covers and projects over all those. This covers and projects there. This one is unneeded then as well, so let's get rid of that fort. Get rid of this fort. Okay, and we core as many things as we can. Wait on the rest. Okay, cool. Well, one very frustrating war in the books. Let's... Oh, we aren't going to be able to march around because that is Runebringer. So this is just going to put us right back in our territory, and now we're stuck. Okay, well, we're going to wait for our ships to be built. Oh, man. I really hope we don't rule the stab loss here, because I can't afford that stab click with that overextension and religious unity penalty. I can tell you what we should do is, for the shamans, put the missionary strength back in power, right? 3.5. That would bump it to 4.5. I think we probably, again, find a... can't find a missionary advisor. Damn it. Okay, well, gambled, but that sucks. Whoa, why is our shipbuilding so bad? I thought it was like 100 days. 190 days? Why is it like a month? Oh, I was looking at the cash. It was 113.8 gold and 400 days. I thought it was 138 days. God damn it. Okay, well, shit. We're probably going to get some rebellions that we can't actually fight because we can't get anyone even over here because I don't think these guys will give us... Yeah, these guys are not going to give us military access. I mean, the other option is we just keep on rolling, right? Like, we keep fighting if there's anything that revolts. Yeah, corruption's huge. Are you really not going to... Guys... Please. We're truced. Okay. Alright, military doctrine. What do we want? Navies we do not care about. Reinforced speed. Supply limit mod. Reinforced cost. Supply limit is just something that makes it a little easier. Reinforced costs can be nice. Land attrition. We already have reduced land attrition, so that might not be a bad idea to kind of stack that. I do like reducing land attrition for, you know, sieging. But, here we go. So if the goal is to get to the point where we have increased drill, we have decreased drill loss, we have a more professional army, I think this is maybe what we want to do, is that war games. We don't really want mercenaries. We don't really have special units. Cav is something we don't want to deal with, and forts are cool, but ultimately kind of pointless in the part of the world that we're in, I feel like. So I think war games. I think war games. I don't mind that at all. Okay, our gov cap is basically at the limit, so we're going to need to grant gov cap to folks. Although we do get an extra 100 there. I guess let's see how this turns out. Really, we're kind of going to be in a race against the... Are you going to deal with my rebels now, please? You can reach them? Nope, you're just going to wander nearby. Please? That's dumb. I don't know if we care about getting Tech 8. I think we just want to finish this tree out. I guess if we do have these 3 armies that are up here, we can have them drill to get the drill gain back. Where's the other army that has a general? You are there. That's probably okay. Whew. Now that is some unrest. My lord. 32 unrest, huh? That's spicy. 3, war exhaustion, overextension, religious unity, heretic culture, non-accepted culture, intolerance, separatism. Yep. That would do it. And half of it is separatism, right? And we've got another 5, 6, 7 that'll come down naturally as overextension, war exhaustion go away. Culture, we're not going to accept it. Intolerance of 5.13. Woo, baby. That is brutal. Yeah. Which we can't really do anything about because it's territory not accepted. Man. Okay. Because that's 3. Even once we get the territory done, that would be 4.6. So it still can't culture convert, or sorry, not culture convert. Can't religiously convert unless we have a missionary strength advisor. I mean, our tolerance is already in the toilet. I mean, do I accept to make it easier? And this isn't going to help all of them, right? Because this is only... Metsamik is... Where is culture? Is like this southern bit here. Oh no, there's some in here as well. So there's like 3 culture groups. I guess that's okay. I think we can accept that. Okay. Which should make it so we can convert some. When we core it, that'll be easier. We gotta get a missionary advisor. We can't not have a missionary advisor and try and do this, though. I also need to get rid of this guy because he's, at this point, too expensive. Ugh, gross. Do we have... Maybe we can do the... Get a cheap missionary advisor from the estates. Yeah, I need to pay those back. Summon... Diet... Overextension less than 1. Okay, well, we are trying to solve that. Don't want to make them... Yeah, okay. We'll just go with the one that we know we're going to resolve. Jesus, 8.9. It's the corruption, man. That corruption's so expensive to get rid of. Is that really what it's costing us? Jesus Christ. Come on. I need a missionary advisor. Just one. This is costing us so much damn money. It's costing us too much damn money. Okay, I don't even know if I have it. I don't think... Do I have enough to even fire this guy? I do, but do I want to do that? I don't know. Ah, this is very frustrating. I think we transition to... I think we focus admin, which I wasn't really planning on doing, because I know how... We've got ideas that both need to be in dip and mill, but in this case, at the time when I was deciding that, I did not realize that any of the lake-fed stuff required us to own it, and just us. It cannot be any of our vassals. It's really frustrating, actually. I think right now we just say, hey, we cannot pay this on this corruption track. I think we just bite the bullet there. The corruption grows. We know it's growing. That's something we'll deal with later. Do we actually have enough to 40 regiments present? So this is 2636. Annoyingly, because of the way that this has worked out, we actually don't have the ability to do that. Cancel the construction of that ship just because it's going to be... Oh, man. 10 years of increased tech cost, or idea cost, is brutal. Do we care about that, though? We're not diplo annexing anyone anytime soon. Diplo relations were okay. Okay, that's fine. We wouldn't hit the end of this tree, so we miss out on the discipline. We've got to catch up in tech anyway, so I guess this is okay. I'm actually more worried about the stab hit, which of course we fucking get. Christ. Okay, well, that stab just gets to stick around, man, until we get the stuff in order. So, let's get all these boats together. Transfer them over. God. That is brutal. You're gonna fight this. Oh, our team... Oh my god. Okay, well, we can't take more unrest, honestly. So I think we take the prestige hit. We can't afford a level 3 advisor, even at half cost, man. We need to get rid of the one that we have, except for the... Yeah. Yeah. I think we just say no. No, thank you. And this needs to go up here and join these guys so that we can get to 40. And I really hope it doesn't kill our 40 stack. I hope... Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Okay, we have to fire this guy. He is costing us too much damn money now. Alright. Stand on a precipice of eternal greatness. You wouldn't know it, looking at how things are going. Firm beach has established, there's no question we eventually hold dominion over the lands of our creators. Fire giants once labored to fashion Yarakhoi into a paradise. As their true heirs, we shall begin preparations to the same, and fashion it into a paradise for all ogre kind. Standing between us and our ambitions are hundreds of thousands of humans. As much as we may wish to sweep them away and build our territorial crown jewel from the ground up, to do so would be infeasible at best. We conquered this land when the humans were divided and at one another's throats. Should we endeavor to exterminate them, the whole population of the Ogre Valley under arms would not be enough to resist their unstoppable tide. For better or worse, our empire has no path forward that does not include the Triunics. Okay. So we are updating our Tier 1 Gov reform. Construction cost minus 10%. Morale of armies plus 20. Fort defense plus 20. Maximum absolutism plus 15. That gets rid of the unrest. That's nice. 10%, 20%, 20%, 15 absolutism. My god, that is a big jump in morale of armies. So we get rid of our unrest. We get rid of the institution spread penalty, which is great. The morale of armies goes from 5 to 20, which is nuts. That construction cost comes out of nowhere, which is cool. And we go to Empire, which will give us a lot more gov cap without needing to hand it out to any of the estates. That... Damn. Okay, that was... huge. Okay, yeah, so we went from 400 to 600. Awesome. So we're no longer worried about that. Our stab is still getting pantsed. Yeah, overextension, religious unity. I mean, the religious unity thing is going to take a while to figure out, so we can't really do anything about that. We still didn't get anyone. Okay. We don't want to seize, because we like the mages being loyal for the purposes of tech. Or, sorry, not tech, for the purposes of coring. That's brutal. We're not solving the religious unity problem. This is going up by 2% a month. Oh my god. Okay. How much admin do we need to bump stab twice? Does it have to go back to... It's less than 0. Can be stopped by currently in a disaster, unrest lower than 0. It's at 6.74. So our overextension and negative stab would actually get us out of this. So I think we'll be okay. Because I think the overextension should be dropping pretty seriously in a year. So it'll be before this triggers. Should be. This is 15-18, so this is 3 years. Okay. That should be okay. We literally just have to bump stab when that overextension wraps up, so we have to be in a spot where we can do that, which means we probably have to hire, I guess at this point, literally any advisor. God, I wish we had a missionary advisor. Okay. Well, that's frustrating. Okay. Deep breath. It's fine. Things are going fine. Okay. So that just triggers an event, gives us army tradition, gives us money, gives us army professionalism, gives us prestige. For each section of the Lake Fed that we're taking. And all of these will depend on whatever choice gets made. This one, basically we have to own everything, no overextension. Cool. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So, how do we approach this now? The first part is everyone needs to just separate so they're not... let's put these guys here. Okay, these guys can drill. And... already got that guy. Let's move those guys there. Hey, that's finally a decent thing that's happened. Those guys can drill. These guys can join these guys. I think let's move them back to the fort and drill there. Okay, so got all the core construction that's happening. Really, you're gonna have us renounce claims? I really can't afford 20 admin drop right now. It seems dumb, but can't do it. You know, it's fine. It's fine. We'll get the stab up. Oh, shoot. Should regen, like, all of our morale. Yeah. That's fine. Okay. Let's send there. Go there. Continue drill. I guess that is the nice thing with how fast we get this morale recovery, is that especially once we complete the... So between this and when we complete this, I'm pretty sure we'll get to the point where we can literally drill, stop drilling, a month tick goes by, and we're basically at 100% morale, or pretty darn close. Okay, we're at 2.47. Okay, these guys, I kind of forgot, I'll be honest, that we had that. Stop drilling. We'll go there. With the ships. Okay. What are we at? 2.27. So let's wait till this one completes, and then we should be okay. I don't really want to spend money on a naval doctrine right now. I suppose naval maintenance? God, I never go this, but I really don't think we're much in the way of a naval power. After we fight the Lake Fed, like, there's no naval anything that we'll be doing for ages. So I think we just say, hey, let's fleet in being, make everything cheaper. Most of it's just going to be cogs. Like, I don't think there is much in the way of trade, at least not for a very long time, that we need to worry about. Okay. Yes, that is. Okay, we'll sail the cogs up, get that army moved over. Oh god, that's expensive. But Diplo Rep, you like Diplo Rep? Okay, well, we're losing more money. We're gonna have some loans. Wait, how could you go there? Well, that's unfortunate. They're... Oh, they are between forts, I guess. I didn't think that... I thought they would have to go into the fort there. Okay, well, they had to come fight us, so that works too. And we can enable drilling. Rebel factions. Who's rising up next is... Where are these guys? Am I blind? That one's up here, I guess. Iana Cust? Iana Cust? Huh. Interesting. Okay. That one should be fine once we bump stab, which we can go ahead and do, I think. Make that a core. Is this not growing anymore? Okay, because our unrest is below 0. Great. I think that also got rid of... Okay, that's 0, that's 0, that's bad. So that's the one that we care about. This is all 0. That's 0. That one's bad. And those 3. Okay, so it's a couple up there and the one down here still. So let's get these guys moved over here again. And I suppose we do have all of our... Oh, we don't want threatening. We probably want outraged. Interesting. Why would you... outraged? Sub is Moon Tracker. That seems odd. I don't know why you would do that. Oh, I guess we can go to war with Greatstorm. These guys... I mean, we don't want to do Monstrous Conquest anymore, right? Because we're demonsterizing. But they have 25,000 troops. We have a hell of a lot more than that just with our allies. Warside has 16. Silencebreaker has 24. These guys have 7? What happened to you guys? Why do you have 7,000 troops? How do you make so little money? Or, more importantly, where is your money going? You have manpower. You have more manpower than they do. Huh. I don't know. That one's weird. I don't have an answer for that. That said, they are pretty far behind, so I think we can just take them. And then probably give a lot of it to Runebreaker, honestly. I don't think Runebreaker is very upset right now. They're at 10%, and that is with us doing Divert Trade. So I think we can just do that. Moontracker somehow has 0 units. We have 0 regiments. What happened? You make no money, I guess. But you have $635 in debt? Jeez Louise, I thought I was in trouble. I mean, I kind of am, but like also. So I think the goal here is we repay the cheap loans so that we can pay them back and then take them out again, right? And then pay back the expensive loans. So we need another, what is that, like 360? And, you know, I think that will probably be a good spot for us to wrap it up. Now that I'm thinking about it, because we're gonna have a pretty long truce with a good chunk of the Lake Fed still. Next time, I'm thinking we go to war with Greatstorm. We finish them off, or at least come close to it. Expand Runebreaker, expand Moontracker. We prep and go to war with the parts of Lake Fed that we haven't dealt with yet. We try and catch up on tech as best we can. We try and stabilize the country so we're not, you know, so screwed that way. and go from there. I guess the next time we will try and, do the big loan reset as well. Try to make sure that we've got... I think there's only a handful more territories we actually need to at least get the southern mission done, the West Marcher component, which 20 Army Tradition I don't really care about, but that's okay. Then the middle part, actually, we're pretty close, although we do have long truces with a couple of those folks. And at some point, we'll do the dev push to get Demas Goobly up and operational so that we can actually benefit from being friends with goblins. Cool. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a good rest